He's gay, Dutch. No. I ain't gay. Why'd you say that? No. Are you gay, son? Are you gay for me?
Wop, 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 wop.
I'm gonna fuck his butt.
Wop, 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 wop. I'm gonna suck his nuts.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast. Before we get into it, I'm used to pointing at the camera over there. Before we get into it, patreon.com/snarktank. Go over there or we'll kill you. Snarktank.shop. Go over there or we'll kill you. And that's it.
Or we'll kill you.
or we'll kill you.
We'll just kill you.
Also, if you don't go, we'll kill you.
Did X22 scratch you?
What happened?
The fuck?
Oh my God.
X23 or whatever the fuck that bitch's name is.
What the hell is that?
You got two like some.
I got hurt. It's fine. Don't worry about me.
That's a weird hurt, man.
Don't worry about me. You ever woke up with scars on your body? You don't know how you got them?
Actually, no. Actually, yes.
Yes, definitely.
Actually,
that
yes.
really happened to me.
Scars?
Yes.
So
Scars.
I think I scratch my back really hard when I sleep. I swear to God, dude. So I've taken pictures and there's claw marks on me.
You got a ghost in your house, but you sleep too hard to notice. It's fucking you up and you're just tired.
It's just fucking digging at me.
You have a cat or something?
No, I don't.
The size of the scratches definitely can't be a cat. It's like that's a lion.
I like the implication that he wouldn't know if he had a cat.
Yeah, do you have a cat? Yeah, like I wouldn't have put two and two
yeah,
together.
Like that wouldn't have been your first
fucking
assumption.
Cat.
Could you imagine? Oh, I have a cat. That's where this shit's coming from throughout my house. I don't know who's been shitting in my home.
I've woken up with scratches, but like not like that's crazy.
I've woken up with like cum all over my bed, and it wasn't me. Definitely.
And it wasn't you? And it definitely wasn't you? Like, say, like, it wasn't, the cum stain wasn't anywhere near your genitals. It was just, like, independent.
It was like the whole other side of the bed was came on. I was just like, who came on exactly 65% of my bed?
It's exactly, you measured it.
Fucking math.
You calculated it.
Your percentage.
I look at it, I'm like,
this guy, he's mad and he's doing math. He's just, like, trying to figure it out.
Who came on this much of my sleeping place?
I like the idea of you being okay with a certain percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 14% is like whatever.
14% is a lot
That's
of your
still
bed.
a lot.
It's a lot. It's not. It's a lot of your bed, but it's
That is
like,
a lot of your bed to be covered in cum.
But
Yeah.
you could absolutely avoid that much of your bed.
You can, but
You could have like you'd be like, oh, you like later on you'd be like, oh, there's cum right there. 65%, you're gonna touch some of that cum. You're touching no matter where it is. If they sparse it up, they hit the.
Isn't like 1% too much for somebody else's cum to be on your bed?
Nah, I'm going like 5.
5? All right.
5 where I'm like, why the fuck is there this much cum on my fucking
You're
bed?
very generous. And it actually makes me question like all of your sexual deviancy and like what you get up to be okay with 5% of somebody else's cum to be on your
Sometimes
bed.
at the orgy, some people just shoot a little early and you gotta dodge. If you don't dodge a cum shot, it's your fault.
That's a wild statement.
If you're in a place where cum may come at you and you don't dodge it, that's your fault.
I guess that's a different distinction, I guess.
Yeah.
That's you made it sound like if you're on the street and you just get came on while you're listening to music, it's your fault for not dodging.
If you can see the shot being loaded
right
and shot,
and you don't dive out of the way,
you gotta get out the way. You can still overreact.
That's just not understanding the telegraphing kind of thing.
Like someone's looking at you. They have that weird like in their hands moving. They're coming at you. You know,
it's like the fucking the dead eye. You gotta like fucking
get out the way.
Either that, you gotta get them first.
That's crazy. One tap a tug.
X.
His eyes, you blind him with nut, dog. Bing, 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 bing.
Oh my God.
I was a piece of shit guy that would use the dead eye during like the fucking simple missions where you have to shoot the birds. But you could easily shoot the birds regularly. But I'm like, nah, fuck this. I want to definitely win. I would dead eye the birds. And the guy would be like, what the fuck, dude?
It's so satisfying because the sounds, with the sounds of the guns.
Yes,
it's
dude.
just, they sound so much more like,
it's mega satisfying.
Right. So like, I have to do it as much as humanly possible. It's never, my shit never has a chance to like really charge because like I just want to use it immediately.
Yeah.
Or
That's
like
how it levels up though. By the end of the game, probably had like mad, like very high level, dead eye level.
Yeah.
I didn't use it that much in like other than big fights. Like every big shootout, I use a Deadeye. Other than that, I'm
Okay.
just like, nah. I'm just shooting somebody in the back of the head with a regular shotgun.
The big
I would
ones,
kind of forget about it sometimes.
I
honestly.
forget about the big ones actually.
Yeah.
because I'm too busy, kind of
Having
like
fun.
being a stupid cowboy. Like you're like I'm not stationary. So you're like, pow, pow, and then I'm running.
Well, no, because you're sprinting at like Mach 10 and becoming salmons
Yeah, and then-
in the middle of the fight.
but those people, a lot of them too, especially the cops and a lot of the gangs, they sprint too. And I'm like, why are you? I'm playing stupid. You know what I mean? Why are
Yeah.
you not
Listen.
staying there? Don't fucking get all brave. And I'm like, dude,
wait.
you were
I
20
love,
feet
I
away
love
from me.
shotgunning them and blow them back.
Wait. It's happening again.
It's the Red Dead
It's happening again.
podcast.
We should probably put a moratorium on it on some level.
We
Can
can't,
we go a single episode without talking about Red Dead? Is it possible?
I don't
Do you
know.
think?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's possible.
I think we just need to get out of our system.
Look
Maybe.
at him thinking.
I think maybe. It's like it maybe. It might be as hard as him trying not to say the N-word.
I'm not better at it.
Remember that? Remember how fast you failed?
Remember how I did the New Year's resolution and I failed a few minutes later?
Yeah, exactly.
a few minutes later, I tweeted another video like, "My bad, guys.
Exactly.
I fucked up again." But
I had
I'll
the
try
same.
again.
I had the same resolution. And I failed immediately too. Don't
That's
worry.
crazy. You were mild inconvenience. Said it.
Yeah.
I watched a video of somebody else stubbing their toe.
Come on.
And then you were.
That's crazy.
I'm an empath.
sure. You're a bigot.
Listen, we've
All
got a
right,
lot
no
to-
more Red Dead. No Red Dead this episode. It's done.
Yeah.
Next episode, none of it. We
Okay.
won't talk about it at all.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'll make a special exception for. No,
No, none of that.
That's
No.
allowed.
No.
Very little, but we can't.
We can intro
you
the
can't
episode
can't say anything.
with the clip again, but no more saying it. I'll stand by it. Just to make people mad as fuck.
Yeah, I thought about that. I was like, I gotta put this in again. Another cold open, just because there was a handful of people talking shit. And I'm like, oh, how dare you?
That's such
But-
a petty existence,
Yeah.
dog. Like,
I feel
we
vindicated,
don't like
though.
this.
I've seen more comments of people saying, "Don't listen to him."
No, don't do that.
I've seen more people say, "Don't listen to him." Like,
All right. All right, listen.
All right,
There's a lot of
We're
there's a
good.
lot of actual stuff to talk
There's
about.
some juice.
it's
There's
out
some
of my
juice.
system. I'm good.
There's a lot of stuff to actually talk about. There's obviously Juneteenth, which happened.
Yeah.
And there was a big concert. I think was it on the day? It
Yeah,
was,
it was.
right?
It was
Sunday
on
proper.
Juneteenth.
Somebody told me was it whose concert was it?
It was Kendrick streamed a concert.
Kendrick
Yeah.
streamed the concert.
It was
but
on
but
Amazon.
Amazon, yes.
Right, it was on Amazon, and he had a set, and it. I don't even know how to describe. How would you describe that set?
The greatest collaboration of hate in music history towards one person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was- no, entertainment history. Because there were a bunch of non-musicians up there.
It was a celebration of just Drake's whackness, and it was like they came together.
It's crazy.
It's one of the things where it actually, no joke, made me feel a little bit bad.
Dude,
for
I
Drake.
kind of felt bad.
No,
low-key.
I didn't feel a little bad. I was like,
you felt a lot
damn,
of bad,
dude. Because what happens is this, right? If he's imagine getting called a pedophile when you're just not. Like he may very well be. He's done some fuck shit.
That's the thing that where I'm like, it hasn't been proven.
But like, what if you're not? Like, what if you're
If you're not.
genuinely
If he just-
not?
If he's
just-
actually not.
He just said that, and then that's like everybody in the universe
Agreed.
believes it.
Yeah, like, oh, this is it.
So him actually, texting Millie Bobby Brown and all that shit was just him genuinely like
It was like
He's
a
actually a nice guy.
he
like,
doesn't
for
understand.
real.
He grew up stupid in that
He grew up
fucking
in Canada.
Yeah, he grew
where
up-
everybody's just like super happy and
Super
go like, just like, oh, there's no problem with this.
Yeah.
And he just it was genuinely just a misunderstanding.
And genuinely, he was being nice to a famous fan.
Yeah. He doesn't
and
understand
it turns into
that.
You know what made me think about that actually
What?
recently was because Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat. I don't know. Whatever.
Senate, like the
I hate
Senate.
his last name. It makes no sense.
Nice
It's a weird ass last name.
He's bothered me ever since he started that fucking riot in Manhattan that we've just pretended to forget. We've just
Oh, that's
all
right.
right, I guess,
Oh,
all
it's
right.
the PS4 thing.
Yeah,
or the
like,
PS5
he was
thing,
giving
right?
out free fucking consoles to people in the streets of Manhattan. It's like, okay, yeah, great,
Yeah,
smart.
that's
brilliant.
You could.
That's gonna work
he's
really
young,
well.
He's young and dumb. That's all. There's. You're a young dumb man.
Yeah.
He's from New York, but he's like, you're dumb. You're dumb because
right.
you can't like
His Elden Ring stream was great. Like, it's not about like everything he's ever done already, but that bothered me a lot. So like I just never cared to catch up on his stuff. But I think it was him, but it was like he was at like a birthday party for like Willow Smith or something, and he like made it just like, oh, he's hanging out with Willow Smith, and everybody was like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? Is it weird? And then I was thinking like, is it possible that is just like the gift, you know, where it's like, hey, come spend time with us, you know what I mean? It's more like a like for some reason it's I don't think he just linked up with Willow Smith for no reason.
What
You know
happens
I mean?
is this, right? They just you're famous. When you're famous, your interactions are a bit different. Because think of it like this: you can be a famous grown man, and your co-host is a child, you know.
Of course.
So you're just around the child a lot, you know.
Sure.
You may grab lunch with them because you're working with them so often. You guys have to get closer, stuff like that. But that's the nature of being famous, you know. Like obviously,
it's like Joe Pesci and Macaulay Culkin getting ice cream sundaes.
Yeah, getting
that really happened, right?
Instead of homo, I don't know, probably.
Really,
I mean, it may have.
That's the nature of the world, you know. Like you're a rich young person. Like think of it like you guys might remember too well, but Zoe Kravitz. She was that shit she should not have fucking been in when she was younger.
I'm sure.
Well, there's that Noah
Because she-
Schnapp kid from Stranger Things who was like drunk as fuck at 18 at like some party, and he got upset because no one would take shots with him, and it's like, I mean,
Yeah, dude.
you're a fucking child. You're 18. You're
legally can't drink.
Yeah,
Please get away
It's
from
really
me.
funny because it's there was a video of the kid that plays Dustin, the little adorable one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where he was getting like sexually harassed by like a 40-year-old woman. Is that the one you're talking about?
No,
I didn't
there was
know about
there
that.
was
That's
a one,
real. He was telling a story on like so, and it was, dude.
Did you see the way he used to treat Justin Bieber when he was younger? Like we hated him so much. Our age group, we were like, I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah.
But looking at his interviews,
He was a little punk,
Dude,
but
it was.
they were they did the same thing to freaking Britney too, but it was a girl, so it was more
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah, we can do that to women. It's fine.
Yeah, but just young Justin, like, there'd be some times where he was like, why don't you just like take off your shirt at a show? He's like, I have little girl fans.
Yeah,
I can't
it's
do
crazy.
that.
Those
Like,
interviews are wild. And there's
you're
like,
weird. You're like, oh yeah, I'd fuck this kid. I'd fuck this 17-year-old right now in their mind.
there's 40-year-olds,
Yeah.
there 40-year-old women on stage who are like nibbling on his neck at award shows and shit, and he would like cringe away. It's pretty wild.
That is absurd. I know we've talked about this before. The
We
double
literally in
standard.
the last episode we talked about it.
And we've talked about double standards all the time, but like it's still wild to see that shit. Like still,
That's what I'm talking
Still?
about. This is the crux of my argument the other day, where it's like, dude, it's very real, and women specifically just don't care.
well,
Like,
yeah,
they just-
because
there's
culturally,
no line for them at all.
culturally, we've been like, oh, they're not predators. That's how we.
Yeah.
That's how we painted
because
them
so
as.
many of us have been
Them doing that
predators.
shit.
That's the thing, is that
Yeah.
they just like,
And it's just like other things that they do too. Men can't. Dude, bro, we three cannot get in a king size bed and sleep together and it not be considered gay. But women can do that.
literally when we first
It would
moved in with
become
each
gay,
other-
probably.
I mean, it might be. It might as
Is it that easy for you to sway? You're that. You're
That's
that
all you need?
suggestible.
That's what allows me to say the slurs that I say.
You're that swayable.
We're all
That's the way.
we're all here already. You might
Dynamic
as well.
sway activated.
Literally, like, it's like, yo, y'all just want to suck dick. It's like, yeah, let's just suck
might
to
as-
this
might
dick.
as well.
That's it, man. We're all bored anyway. No one's sleeping, really.
We're all bored.
But like for real,
Literally,
though,
when we first moved in with each other, we had one mattress in the living room, and we all slept on part of the mattress when we first
Oh, yeah,
got
that's-
there. But we were all half off, and so all of our heads are
That's
on
right,
the
I forgot about that.
mattress.
Like, yeah, like I slept on the corner with my legs and head were on the ground.
And for me, it was just my chest on the mattress, and my legs were on the floor. Dude, being
Look
poor
at-
is crazy, dog.
look
Being poor is
that,
crazy.
yeah,
Thinking back to that is hilarious. I forgot about that.
that is yeah.
But
But that
that's-
was also
but-
gay.
Yeah, probably, but whatever. It's fine. We moved past it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
All right.
closeted, very closeted. You got to really break down that closet door, though.
I understand.
It's metal.
I understand.
There's no door, in fact.
It's a vault. But that's the nature of things, you know. Like young rich people will be at places they shouldn't be,
Right.
and probably her meeting Drake was like a very could have been very innocent.
It's
genuinely.
possible.
I think
There's
for
a
her-
possibility. The thing about it, yeah,
I think
for her, yeah,
very likely,
But-
definitely for her, possible for him.
right.
Possible.
The
but
thing about it is that it's just like it is very funny to
But he's
imagine.
done other sketch shit
To
too,
imagine
though.
that this is like one of the, because that was an argument with Michael Jackson, right? There's like, oh, is it misunderstood? He's just very childlike or whatever.
yeah, is he like
know?
fucked up in the head? Yeah.
Yeah, which I just don't. I don't know.
I think very likely it
I'm
was
still on the fence with that one.
for me. I think
I haven't
that
made a decision.
there was misconduct. I think there was misconduct no matter what. I do not entirely believe it was sexual.
I haven't.
That's where I stand on
I just
it.
haven't made a decision because the information
Those
I've
cases are
received,
sketchy, bro.
the
That's
information
thing.
I've received, the people that the people that have said no, he never did anything to me, and
Right.
then later on, like Oprah's company that did that documentary, Leaving Neverland or whatever, that she was in charge of. All of a sudden, people came out and were like, no, he did do stuff. And I'm like, damn, I don't know what to believe. But look, let's just say.
For me, it's Occam's Razor type situation where it's like, that's just weird.
Let's just say Occam's Razor, I totally agree. I understand. Yeah. I totally understand.
Yes,
that.
Occam's Razor is right. But I think 100% based on like what we've seen and how the situations have been like, because there's a lot of people that say the contrary entirely. Like there's a bunch of these people that were there with him that were like, nothing happened.
Yeah.
And there are other people that were like, this happened. And they were like, no, it did not. I was there with you. That didn't happen.
So look, we can extrapolate
and then, like,
that.
a case gets dropped, and then the case gets reopened. Then the case gets dropped, and it's like
at a certain point, he's dead. Leave him alone. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're gonna hang his. You're gonna hang his dead body.
It's just estate getting money from the estate.
Yeah.
But like, look, let's extrapolate that to Drake, because with his, I just feel like, can we give Drake a pass in ignorance?
No.
Or telling a underage girl, I miss you so much, texting her that. Can you be that stupid?
Potentially,
I think
because I can see if I can imagine a potential like brain chemistry where you're like, well, I'm not doing anything wrong, so like, why would I care how it comes across if I'm just not guilty? You know what I mean?
But then it's also like, do you think he would be this stupid? Say, for example, the hard day of shooting or whatever, they're working together. Who knows? Whatever they're doing, maybe I don't fucking care. They're in the same room. Millie's been complaining about her back or something, and Drake's like, oh, let me take care of. I'm just gonna be a good fucking friend. Yeah. Like, wouldn't you be like, no? You should have the fucking wherewithal. You should know that shit is weird.
As a grown adult, you have to understand that the older you get, the more you have to separate yourself from younger people.
You have to think about it. Like
you have to separate. You can't do it. You know, like my nieces and my nephews they're not even technically legally children anymore. They're all like at least 18, 19 years old now.
Yeah. Right.
But even then, I'm like, if you text me about an important thing, a birthday wish, you need some money, you need a car ride or something like that, and that's it. That's how conversations go.
Yeah.
You can't be my friend yet. You're not an adult. To me, technically.
Yeah.
You know, that's the nature of
this is for your family?
My nieces and my nephews.
Your family's different. That's kind of crazy.
I understand.
That's actually kind of insane.
I understand, right? I get it. I get what you mean. But what interactions are we going to have with my fucking 12-year-old niece?
Yeah, if they're
like, what are we gonna talk about?
What do you mean? Like, no.
Other than familial stuff. Like, what is the conversation we would have?
I don't understand what you're. I'm not talking about like going out to clubs with your niece.
No, maybe like the type of conversations that Millie said that her and Drake were having. Right. Like, oh, he was giving me boy advice and shit. Like, I can't imagine giving
I can't imagine parental figure at them only. That's it. We only talk about parental and familial things. Just nothing else.
But some people talk to their parents about that stuff. That was what I'm saying.
Some people do have relationships like that.
I can't fathom that personally because my parents are so much older than me that like I can imagine that if my parents were like a lot younger, my
grandma's my friend. She became my friend later on in my life.
I don't have relationships like that with my older family at all. Like, say, being able to talk about. Because I know I'll see moms and daughters having conversations about sexual conversations casually. That's foreign to me.
That's healthy. In fact, that is a healthy thing to have conversations with your children about.
It's entirely foreign to me, but it strikes me as something. It strikes me as something that's probably like the best case scenario.
It's probably better, yeah.
As they get older, 100%.
It's just yeah.
Because me and my grandmother would talk about like life and bullshit together. Eventually in our lives, you know, like
right.
We would call and we would have conversations about like what's going on, how's my mental state, like how she's feeling and stuff like that. But that was like when I was like 21 years old. I was already on my adulting way. Because I feel like you shouldn't. I don't think you should converse with your parents about stuff like that.
I just feel uncomfortable doing it because that's just how I grew up.
Like just like anything other than advice or like just information. I feel like it's a very.
I feel like your parents are probably the people that you should probably be most transparent with. Probably.
Ideally,
in an ideal situation.
I feel like transparency is one thing, but that's a different kind of thing.
To me, it's just awkward. Like I don't want to have a conversation.
It's awkward. It's awkward, but like I also wish it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like 100%. I would like to have that kind of relationship, but I don't think that's like really possible at this point.
Dude, it happened.
Like it's ship sailed.
They're too much your mom and dad.
Yeah, they're too much.
Dude, during the pandemic, I had when I was birthed, like I had like some issues. And one of the issues that I learned way later in my life was I could have lost my right nut. I could have lost it. I could have lost it. They had to do some surgery thing to like correct it. And like I could it was just in a crazy situation. And like there was like me growing up, there was scarring on my sack that I didn't know what it was. I I literally didn't know, and I think I conjured something up just to like excuse whatever it is. But I learned not that long ago from talking to my mom finally about just because I was talking about like just the options of having kids or whatever or something like that, and then we started talking about shit like that, and then she was mentioned this surgery that I had, and I'm like, is that what that fuck? That was like 4 years ago, and it was still weird. I don't want to talk to my mom about my fucking nutsack, dude. It feels so weird,
Right,
but
yeah.
it was actually very beneficial for me to understand something.
That's what I'm saying.
What's wrong
like,
with
if
me?
anybody would have the best advice for you, it would be those people.
I'm like, hey, mom, I have this problem. My mom would be like, I'm dead. Why are you contacting me?
Anyway, listen. We bring all of this up specifically to
I'm
just
dead.
we bring all of this up specifically because so look, man, at this Kendrick show, just everybody came on, and it was he performed Not Like Us like 5 times in a row.
5 times.
The last 3 times, he wasn't even singing.
You know what's crazy? Everyone foreseen this. Like people that were talking about the concert before it even happened. I was listening to 92.3 or 5 or whatever. It's like this new good hip hop station. And then they were talking about, he's like, this motherfucker's probably gonna perform it at least 3 times. Everybody was kind of being, and then I was thinking that's overkill. You just need to do it like 2 times, 1 time and then an encore. That was my thought. I couldn't have been more wrong.
Yeah, 5.
He opened with
fair.
Euphoria. He opened with Euphoria. So you knew some fuck shit was inbound.
Yeah, he opened with Euphoria, and then to be fair, the first 2 times he didn't do the whole thing. He went up to like just before the chorus started the first 2 times.
Yeah.
And then he started again, and then he played it through the next 2 times, and it's just like, yo.
That's so wild,
and then the most maniacal part of it to me was that he had Dr. Dre fucking whisper the fucking intro to it, which I was like, that is so cruel. Like, I honestly, at this point, I'm just impressed if Drake wakes up. You know? Like,
I'd hire somebody to go after Kendrick, bro. You gotta retaliate.
You can't, because then that's the worst thing. Even let's just say independently, one of Drake's fans does something to Kendrick. Drake's fucked forever.
Oh, they're gonna kill Drake. They would kill Drake.
Yeah, he's fucked forever. So I would be like, no.
Drake probably can't come back here actually genuinely seriously.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
He can't come back to Cali
What can
no
he
more.
do? Is there anything
Dude,
he can do?
There was East Lokes up there. There were freaking there were Bompton Pyrus up there. There
I'm
were
sure.
freaking
I'm sure.
rolling sixes up there. I was like,
It's crazy.
what
I'm
the
sure
fu-
I
saw every kind
ga-
of flag up there. I was like, that
they
is
all
crazy.
It's so rare when they all come together. This was one of those moments.
it was like fucking Excision.
Yeah.
It was like in Destiny when everybody comes together. It's
the fight, the final boss.
That is
It was like
Drake's the
Radon. It was like
final boss.
Radon's fight when you just summon and people like pull up. I need help.
And everybody.
But this was a celebration. It wasn't a fight. It was a celebration.
It was.
I don't know, man.
It was like a function. It was like the biggest function of all time.
I just could I actually like at that point I really kind of did feel bad for him. At that point I was like, because I don't think there's a single individual who has had this much negative energy put towards them, and by
Maybe
energy,
Hitler.
But think about it.
not even probably.
Look at the ratio. But the ratio, like, think about what Hitler has done. He deserves it.
Right.
What is Drake actually
We
done?
don't even know if Drake did anything yet.
Drake actually
We just-
done?
Kendrick
all we
straight up
really-
lied about some shit. We know he
Yeah.
lied about some shit.
Yeah,
And
all we know for sure is that Drake is creepy and lame.
Yeah,
He's
that's
like,
it.
he's just corny.
And that is enough to people.
And everyone hates him, and they're singing stadium-wide lyrics about him being
Yeah,
a pedophile.
Dude, LeBron was there. LeBron is one of Drake's best homies.
I think they've had like podcasts together, possibly.
I don't know if LeBron was singing during
he
that
probably
period of
wouldn't.
time.
I don't. He'd probably.
But
do better.
LeBron was absolutely
He wasn't gonna miss
present.
that shit. He wasn't gonna miss that. Like, dude, if you live in LA and you're going, you're gonna go to that. You know.
Even his wife, his wife he's not good with, she was up there in the bleachers singing for him, like in the front row of the bleachers, and I was like, damn.
You ever think about how good, like how good it is to
Not be known like that?
Yeah, to not be that. Like, I woke up this morning, I was just like, oh man, thank God I'm Alex, or thank God I'm not Drake. You know what I mean? It's just like it seems like a terrible existence.
Ooh, that is a good observation. What the fuck does that feel like?
I can't even fucking
like, what does that feel like to you? Wake up.
And you know, it's like that like meme where the guy wakes up and like the cold sweat, the dude from Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is wake up and you know the world. You could probably feel the world chanting hate. You could probably feel that much. Like that much hatred towards you manifests in a noticeable way outside of you just hearing. You could probably feel like, oh, they wishing for my downfall so bad.
If you're Drake, are you watching that concert?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah? I think those are one of those things where I think I would have to skip it.
To charge me. Because I'd have to do some evil shit back.
I think he has to. I think he can't go down that route.
He can't do anything.
I think he has
He's
to
not.
go.
He's not corny in like an MC Hammer way.
He has
where
to.
like he's like calling up radio stations, being like, "I'm gonna get you at the fucking airport."
No. Yeah, he can't do that at all.
He can't. Do
He
that.
has to go the complete opposite route and just be a clown. He has to let people see. He has this. The way that we saw him when he released his first like album, that's where he needs to go back to that.
I would let the hate consume me, and I'd become such a worse version of myself.
He should do a song to the circus beat.
That
circus.
That
song?
actually. That's basically what that Hey Delilah thing was. It was
Wah Delilah.
Wah.
So fucking stupid.
I think there's still people.
What you gotta do is do a video where he like, this is really fucked up video about some girl in the Bronx, like two lesbian girls, right?
Yeah.
And one of them cheated another one. So the girl's like, "This is your mother?" And she started slapping her mother like in the hallway, beating up her mom.
I've seen that.
I would do.
I've seen that.
You've seen that?
I have
It's
seen
really
that.
fucked up. It's a super fucked up video. I would become the worst version of myself. It'd be like when the symbiote takes over and it's slowly like crawling over your face. And I'd be like, I'm gonna do some fuck shit to Kendrick. I'm gonna blow up his block or something like that.
Did you see that that thing that was this is kind of like an aside. This isn't really to do with anything. But did you see that thing about I think it was like a pro Fortnite player and he had like this public he had like this whole statement about like how me and whoever have split up or whatever. I got to focus on work or whatever. It was like some breakup thing between some Fortnite gamer and his girlfriend. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, how do you fumble this?" And it's just like, well, who cares?
Oh, was that from? Oh, that was a long time ago when he was focusing on Call of Duty or some shit. Or
well, that's another one. This is another
recent.
one that's recently in the last like couple days.
Okay,
and everybody was like, "How I would kill myself if I fumbled this," and it's just like,
people always say,
"Come on."
Well,
people
they
that
would because they never had
anything-
sex. That's why.
Yeah, people that never had anything like that always say that shit.
Yeah, people on Twitter when they learn about compatibility issues, it's just
Like-
they can't fucking handle it.
If I broke up with Lily, I'd be like devastated. But that's been my partner for 7+ years.
Right.
That makes sense.
I just
breaking up with my girlfriend to better my life because we weren't compatible is like not worth ending your existence for.
I just always hate those posts of just like whenever there's like a photo of like some girl like looking hot in a photo and it's like, how do you fuck this up? And it's just like, you have no idea what's going on in that relationship
it's
at
like
all.
Sniper was a Sniper Wolf?
Sniper Wolf's a great example.
And her old boyfriend?
Her old boyfriend, who also like, I mean, that
cheated.
He cheated on her and he was fucking fat and gross and horrible.
That's
He
awesome.
cheated on her with another bad bitch too. That's crazy. I was like, game is game, bro. He got it.
That is crazy. But like, I remember seeing a lot of people. It's like, how could you fumble Sniper Wolf? I was like, she's insane.
Yeah, like why?
Like, what are you talking about?
I don't even know. I wouldn't
She's
touch.
objectively insane.
I would not have the opportunity to fumble Sniper Wolf because I wouldn't be anywhere near her. Like I just the things that you know about. But see, those guys that say that
me today, no.
They would
yesterday.
me
later today.
No, dude,
me 2.5 years ago.
I'm not into any of that shit.
She's definitely.
I've never
fine
been.
as shit,
whenever
like,
there's the shining star, I don't like any of that shit.
Shining star. What do you mean?
There's always all eyes on me.
Oh yeah.
I'm not into any of that shit.
I'm
sure
not into every girl's crazy.
If
I'm sure all of them are probably insane.
There's potential. But there's a lot of them that are obviously just normal.
Even my friends that are out there that are e-girls, I love you guys. You guys are great.
Look,
sure, you're probably mad.
Once you get
probably mad.
There's too many people that don't know how to control their egos once they get an audience.
Yeah.
And there's a thing that I just don't, I notice those people and you can tell the difference between the humble person that's just chill and they're like, I'm thankful for this thing that I've gotten, this opportunity. And then the person that thinks they deserve it.
Yeah, look at me, dude. As soon as I got a fucking name on the internet, I started pushing people in front of traffic. Like literally, I was walking down the street, somebody's walking, the car's coming, boop, hit the car. That's it.
I don't understand the correlation.
Like, any sort of notification, I was like, I'm a god now. And
you started killing people.
I started right.
People go from thank you, sir. May I have some more to
Dude, fucking for real though.
Dude,
It's for real.
Alex, I hope you. I hope you're having a really, really good sleep at least, man.
Yeah.
I hope your sleep is good at least, because gosh darn, bro.
I don't know. I'm sorry I pick on him so much. It just seems so fair.
It just needs,
seems so fair.
Do you know what he did? Well, not like what he did specifically. He brought back that podcast with Keemstar.
What do you mean he brought back?
Keemstar, Tommy C, and Colossal is Crazy. It's called Baited. You remember that podcast?
Yeah, I do remember Baited.
That podcast was gone a million years ago.
And then they did an episode about
an episode about I'm Alex because they said our very last episode, however many years ago, was about I'm Alex. And so they're like, we have to bring it back to talk about him because I guess it was vindication.
Yeah,
they were talking about all these years
sense.
ago. They said this guy sucks ass. And then a lot of people just didn't listen, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't, I mean, to be fair, I only saw a handful of those episodes.
Yeah,
I didn't see one about because
I like Colossal, but like I never really.
I could
understand.
not sit down and give Keemstar reviews. I can't do it. I can't be like, oh, I'm gonna watch a Keem. Like even during the whole entire him and H3 bullshit, I would read the text of the video. I wouldn't even watch it.
That is insane.
Give Keem a view.
That is.
I'm sorry. I just disagree with him being alive most of the time, bro. Like I just so vehemently disagree. Like I got papers on it.
I feel different, dude. I guess I've moved. When I think about the perspective of everything, I was like, oh, because he was the internet villain, right? And
yeah,
he's
like a heel.
He is a heel, and I started.
He is annoying.
Of course, but that was his role. He cherished it. He nourished like you giving that hate to him. That's what he fed off of.
That's why I don't. I just.
So you just try to stay away. No,
I cut him. I cut him off. That's
all
it.
that shit. It's like, okay, these people are playing roles, so I don't care. I do want to say something. Moving from those guys, Ian Miles Chong got a whiff of our podcast.
Oh,
you're lying.
Yeah, so
stop. He's gonna get Lily killed.
I can't stand.
I thought he was dead.
So did I.
Dude, the amount of time.
So did I.
I thought a dog ate him.
Is crazy.
No, see, like this, the next time I thought it actually happened. This time I was like, oh, because I thought the other time I was like, oh, that was a joke. Everyone, haha, good. But then this time, people were actually, they convinced me. And I thought, oh, I guess the government really did kill him this time, the Malaysian government.
Yeah.
But apparently, so somebody, and I hate when people do this. Please don't do this. If we're talking shit about somebody or whatever, post whatever you want. Don't fucking tag them. Let them find it on their own. It's way better. It's way better for these people for something to kind of take off, and then they just stumble upon it, and you're like, what the fuck? Then you going at whatever his at name is and being like, haha, look what Derek said about Now the guy, to be fair, the guy wasn't snitching like, oh, I don't like I'm a fan of Ian Miles Chong.
It is just generally like it's just basic courtesy. Like we're not going to like not say what we feel on the show.
Right.
But we're not also this isn't an effort to like hide what we're saying about people.
Right.
What it is just like they don't need that in their existence.
Yeah.
Dude, people would do this to me all the time. They would send me like, oh, this is what this person said about you, or this is like a video that somebody made about you. I was like, I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't need this.
I don't care even a little bit.
I don't care at all.
Unless it's funny as
also,
fuck.
like, why would you share this with me? Like, I don't need to hear this throughout my day. Like, I don't care.
If Tariq Nasheed ever says anything about me, please send it to me because he's hilarious. Other than that, nigga, I don't care because pretty much anything else I've seen on me, I was like, this is fucking boring.
Yeah, we're just,
like, this isn't even good.
I couldn't imagine caring about what people think about me, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't imagine.
We give our opinions.
Yeah.
But we're not like seeking these people out to like trash talk them. You know what I mean?
No, fuck no. It's
You
not.
aren't.
We're not trying to get in some fucking beef or some shit. I don't give a fuck. But he did say, so he said that he.
Wow,
very cool.
Look at this unprofessional asshole.
Look at this. I like how he just.
I didn't put on. It's even on Do Not Disturb. Literally.
It is.
Literally.
So he pushed past it.
What's that?
In her genetics, bro.
Who is that?
Her brother. Of course.
Why is it like I need you? Kingston, I need you so much.
He's like, Lily died. And
Lily
I'm like, thank
Can you
God.
imagine it? Lily died.
He's just like, not
so
even
dejected.
broken up, not choking up, not stalling.
Lily's dead.
Hey, Lily died.
Vete a casa para jugar videojuegos? Like, yeah, of course.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Yeah, I'll be there in like 20 minutes. dude.
Elden
Lily's
Ring?
dead. You want to jump into the Black Gold Night fight with me?
Like, yeah, I guess, man. I'll be there in a second, dude.
Oh my God.
Yo, you're soulless. But you're like, yeah, I'll be there in a second.
Hell
Best
yeah,
luck.
dude. I got a house by myself, man. I'm alone.
Yeah, best of I don't know, best of luck to Drake, I guess.
Yeah, best of luck to Drake. I just want to say Ian Miles, apparently he's in Japan now. He did flee.
Oh, he fled.
So he can't actually be slaughtered by the Malaysian government because it makes sense though that he's not, because I think he really would have been killed if he was there.
Yeah, he definitely
Why
moved.
for what?
Yeah.
What was it so? Like,
Well, so he the Southeast Asia, like the Philippines, Malaysia, all those places, they're all heavily Muslim.
yeah, of course.
And he's just been trashed. He's just been like, he's doing the grift, like he's propping up Israel because that's the right fucking with Jews now. I like how the hard right is usually like, oh, fuck Jews, but now they're like, oh, Jews are cool.
It is
because
so weird.
Nothing makes
None
sense.
of it makes sense.
None of it.
Jew hate.
Oh, fucking McCarthyism, we hate the fucking Reds, the Ruskies, and now all of a sudden, oh, Russia rules. And I'm like, dude, you guys just are inconsistent
weird.
about everything.
That's a lot of people. That's not even like necessarily exclusive to them though. Like that is just a modern politics problem because we've like had this like dual party like bullshit for so long that it's like a lot of these don't fit into the same places.
Yeah.
But we're stuck like, oh, I'm a Democrat or like I'm a Republican. It's like,
I'm like,
most of you are not either of those.
Most of you are just gay.
Like actually though,
you're just dumb and gay and stupid
dumb and gay and
horny.
blind and gay and gay. And you won't admit you're gay. And if you admitted you're gay, things would be easier. You just go do gay things.
1000%. If we all just kind of went gay, I think the world would heal.
We got that Dr. Octopus kind of angle going on where he goes tentacles show up. He goes ooga booga booga at the camera.
Yeah. Yeah, that's man.
That's my favorite scene in Spider-Man 2 is when Alfred Molina turns to the camera and goes ooga booga booga with his tentacles.
Butterfingers.
Butterfingers.
Anyway, dropped the old woman off a building and he was stoic about
it. He says Butterfingers, and he pulled out a Butterfinger for fucking product placement.
Yeah, he turned towards the he turns towards the camera. It's like that scene in Cat in the Hat where he talks about Universal Studios.
Product placement.
That movie is insane, dude. Like the fact they made that movie is a wild.
Can
thing.
I say something controversial?
What?
I like that movie kind of.
A lot of people like that movie.
That movie because it's not a good movie.
It's silly as fuck though.
It is so like the fact that it's real in the way that it's real is crazy. Like the fact that the Cat in the Hat is in live action and he looks like that, and like a bunch of people were like, yes, that's what it needs to be.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I never saw it.
You've never seen that movie?
That movie
dude,
is
I don't even know. Why did you guys see that movie?
Because I was young, and it was like one of those.
Oh, did you guys fuck with Dr. Seuss when you were young?
I mean, I love the Grinch movie specifically.
Okay.
So like, I
fair enough.
I remember being like, oh, maybe. That
Okay.
seemed like a decent formula at the time, honestly. Like you have like a character actor, like comedian, take on a role of like a Dr. Seuss character.
Yeah.
That seemed like it worked for the Grinch with Jim Carrey, in my opinion. I like that movie a lot. And I figured like, yeah, maybe. But that movie is crazy. It's not good, but like there's shit like the fact that he says dirty hoe in that movie. Like the Cat in the Hat says dirty hoe.
And it's like
it's like what the fuck? And
Nice.
he's clubbing with Paris Hilton underground. What is going on?
Okay.
That movie's insane.
A fever
It sounds
dream.
insane.
It
Yeah.
is a fever dream of a movie.
It's funny though. It's really
That
funny.
catatonic old Mexican lady that they ride as like a fucking.
I was fucking like a board.
I don't know, man.
What the fuck you guys talking about?
Dude, I don't know. Whatever. Elden Ring.
Dirty hoe.
Elden Ring's out. Shadow of the Erdtree. New Elden Ring DLC is out.
It's a fact called Shadow of the Sween Tree. In fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real. That's actually real.
I'm
facts.
in a game. I get killed immediately, but I'm in a game.
Who are you in the game?
I'm me. I'm just like, guys, I'm scared, and someone stabs me in the back and kills me.
You're Swing the Dung Eater 2.
Sween the niggerits.
Oh my god.
That's a whole other word, bro.
38 minutes.
That's a whole other word.
Yeah, how long? What is it? 38 minutes?
Sweened the niggerific. Is that better?
Yeah, keep
That's
going.
better.
Yeah, keep doing it.
Is that like the Nerdist? But like,
Yeah,
but,
but it's me, and I'm terrified in that world. I'm begging for help, and everyone's ignoring me. I'm begging, please help me, please. Please, I shouldn't be here. I don't belong here. They're like, good.
walk away. Have
you played it yet?
Yeah, I've got like maybe like an hour or two in.
You're an hour in?
Yeah,
What does that mean, really?
I just beat the guy in the dungeon.
Careful.
Just beat that fella in the dungeon that
I
you
don't
were
know
fighting.
if there's some. What? Wait, no, you're fine. This can come out way later. Never mind.
Huh?
Oh,
Go
spoilers.
Yeah. But I was like, go ahead.
I beat
feel
the
like
fella in the
spoilers-
dungeon.
The one that I was fighting?
Yeah,
What build do you have?
I'm doing faith and strength.
That makes sense.
Faith and strength. I don't like it though. I'd rather use my my intelligence swords, but
Yeah.
They don't
They're-
do shit to anything.
they don't stagger stuff.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
so it's like pointless.
Did your hit stagger him? Like when he hit you, when you hit him back, would he stagger? Like would he interrupt his hits?
Only if I heavied,
Oh,
which
really?
like takes ages to charge. And if
Jeez.
I jump strike, it works.
Yeah, every hit I did staggered him. I like actually fought him fair. I didn't use like a bunch of techniques. I fought him fair and I beat him.
I don't know. Fair.
Yeah,
I mean, what does that even mean?
because like you could have moves every time he gets up, I knock him back down or something like that. Or like while he's on the floor, I like charge a heavy move to knock him back down and stagger him again.
Yeah,
I don't think there's
like
an unfair way to
actually-
fight.
No, there
an
isn't
Elden Ring boss
because
they
bosses
are
always have the advantage.
yeah they are specifically unfair. Like,
Exactly.
There's certain ways I can put in for. Like if I use like the colossal greatsword, I use the charge move and knock motherfuckers into the air, and then while they're falling down, I hit them again. They don't have a chance to stand up
Is it
properly.
not fair though? If it's in the game, you know what I mean?
I can. It's a person. I consider that not fair because I'm not fighting
No,
them.
you-
I'm whooping on them. That's why I consider it not
But
fair.
that's their problem.
That's
Yeah.
true. That
They
is
would-
true.
But they would whoop on you like they do most people. Like
Oh, yeah,
most
they-
people can't play these games well. So then it's like that is the I guess you kind of want a handicap. It's like the people
Not
that
a
get
hand, not a
it's like the people
handicap
that
per
get
se.
so
Because I'll
good.
cheat. I will cheat in the game if I need to. I don't have honor. Like I beat Maul with the black knife assassin because that summon is broken. That's such a stupid ass summon. I keep me and my friend Jake Bent. We got into an argument. He thinks the mimic tier is better than the black knife assassin. I extremely disagree.
I don't even know what that the Black Knight Assassin is.
It's like it's a summon that literally like you can summon somebody that like when they hit you, it takes away 10% of your maximum health, like immediately upon getting touched by the attack. So you use that pretty much against like the final boss, and it can kill the final boss by itself.
It kind of
You
depends.
don't even have
on,
to get involved. You can just like go fucking play in the water that's in that area with you, and it'll kill the boss by
mimic tier.
itself.
You probably just have more flexibility with the mimic tier
Yeah,
because
'cause it
you
can be
can
anything.
literally choose like what is in that summon.
Literally, you can
what
do it,
what
and you
weapons it
change your
has.
clothes into something else, and it's a different whole build going at you.
Right? Yeah.
But I think that one is more survivability, and it twirls and it jumps around the map. So that's why I
Anyway.
prefer that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That it's another fucking banger. Apparently, it's like 50 something hours or something.
Yeah.
How
a
large
lot
is
of
the
game.
the file?
36 gigs?
Was it?
Because Elden Ring itself is like maybe 50.
Elden Ring is like 50 gigs, and I think it was like 15 gigs or something.
Oh,
I
15?
don't think it was really that
I don't
big.
remember. I just saw it filling up. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna turn my console off.
I was confused though because like I bought the DLC like I think like 10 minutes before.
And you couldn't access it immediately like me too.
No, I just didn't really understand because like I bought it and then it said like error or something. But then it said it was in my library and then I went to try to download it and it wouldn't do it and there was no update to it. There was no download that happened. So I was like, where is it?
What?
So like I don't know. I had to like uninstall. I
Oh, really?
uninstalled it and then just
you
reinstalled
got it on what you call PC, right?
Yeah.
I got it on console.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
I got to play it.
I should have got it on PC.
I don't know. I don't understand why you wouldn't. It's so weird. It's so strange.
I feel like it has better stability on console for me personally.
It might, but it's just like I don't know, man. It's like I'm gonna invest all this money into this fucking sweet PC.
I know, dude. I'm using it for like 2 games. One of them being Hades 2 that doesn't really require.
doesn't need it at all.
That runs
I
on the
know.
Switch. That runs on the Switch.
I know it runs on my Steam Deck,
Dude.
and I usually use it
You
on
could
my
run that game on. You could run that game on your phone.
You probably you could. You totally
Well,
could,
dude. I'll
absolutely
figure
could.
it out, dude. I'll find something. When the mods for BG3 come out, I'll use my PC a bunch of.
That was like when I got my my huge PC, like my super souped up rig, and then I immediately jumped into Halo 2. Like it's just like
let's go.
let's go. Whoa, it looks the same, but clear.
Yeah.
Wow, it's really good playing this on not a CRTV. Wow.
You know what? I gotta install. You know what I did when I got my first PC? I overhauled the fuck out of Skyrim, and it wouldn't run well. But now that I have a much better card, I got to do that again. Because it was specifically like if I was anywhere near running water, the game was fucked. The game was
So
no.
a good portion of Skyrim.
Yes,
game.
there was a lot of like
That's a lot of like the
there's
best. I feel like the best views in Skyrim.
A
are
lot
those
of the
moments.
most bullshittiest moments happen when you're near water,
Yeah.
which sucks.
it was too much for my shitty fucking PC at the time.
So I didn't know in Skyrim that you're supposed to walk down because I stopped using roads, right?
Oh, me too. Yeah, I would go.
Go
I would
straight.
I would see a marker and I would go like straight in a line towards that.
What towards the marker? You
Yeah,
shortcut.
yeah. I'm not following the roads. I'm
But
going to
I
the woods, and
realized-
then you
I
get
even if there's
mauled
a-
by a dog with a gun. Like, what the fuck is going on?
He just crouched over in a corner with a gun
That's
shooting at you.
That's the Gunwoods dog.
The
Watch out for the
dog.
Gunwoods dogs. There's several of them.
Damn.
Each one stronger than the last. But I didn't know if you walk down the street, bullshit happens. Like that's how you encounter the most bullshit in Skyrim.
Yeah, that's like where
and
like
I
assassins
didn't
will
know that.
Assassins.
will run into you, and like couriers. They'll still find you, but it's if you're wandering in the middle of the woods, it's so funny the way they find you because they like they'll go
They
through
just show up.
they'll go through like completely unorthodox pathways. They'll like climb out of a fucking dandelion or like some insane shit.
Keep bumping into shit too. That's like my favorite. Like when they can't like since there isn't a direct path to leave.
Yeah, there's like a rock and then there's like a fern or something, but the fern has a hitbox, so like they can't quite.
Yeah, they can't.
They're like, I was sent to kill you, and then all I do is chop their head. I'm meeting at the cuts here. You cleave their head off, and then I loot them immediately.
Dude, honestly, I'm getting like overwhelmed with games right now. It's like it's starting to feel kind of
what's out so
kind
much?
of egregious. Well, I mean,
too much?
Well, this month specifically because like the games that have come out for me are like time sinks. It's Destiny, which is like a massive time sink right now,
sure.
which is great. It's really good. And then Elden Ring, which is another 50-hour fucking probably 80-hour expansion for me, probably. And Alan Wake 2 had their DLC that was like really really good.
Is it all one piece or is it like several different stories in Alan Wake?
Well, they're episode. It's like episodes of the TV show, the Twilight Zone TV show. So they're shorter, like kind of like episodes. But
I'm gonna buy that shit probably tonight. I fucking love.
And honestly,
I love
like
Alan Wake.
Yeah, honestly, like I don't know, man. I just even I'm getting a weird like Starfield itch, honestly too. Like
Really?
I don't know what it is about it.
Starfield.
I like
Man.
it.
I mean, that's good for you, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm
I
glad.
feel bad for people who can't, but like I get it.
Yeah.
Like because I see all the things that bother everybody, but I'm like, that's fine.
yeah.
I love how the Starborn, how they can give you new game plus you. There's like the world restarts.
I really
like,
hate that, by the way.
And it's like, oh, I'm kidding when I say I love that part. I think that's
Oh,
so
you like that
fucking.
part?
It's so stupid.
I really hate
That's
it.
so. The world got restarted, but you're still you.
Yeah,
And it's
spoilers
like-
for Starfield, I guess, if anybody gives a shit. But it's like there's like a Rick and Morty ass ending where it's like, oh, you can restart, but like now you're like, you're basically Rick, where like there's like a million different universes and nothing matters, and it's like, okay, cool, great. I think I'll stay in my original universe that matters. I guess.
just keep fucking around.
Yeah,
in
like,
there. Yeah,
it's so
I'm not gonna
dumb.
do that.
I hate that shit so much, but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, thanks, Todd.
Thanks a lot, Todd.
Little bitch.
Why don't you just fucking put out the next Elder Scrolls? That's all we fucking care about.
So did you
A friend of mine actually interviewed him recently.
did he ask him?
Yeah.
what
It's a really good episode.
What did he say?
Or
I
a
don't
really
give a
good.
shit.
It's a really good interview. But
He's
he's
like,
talking.
shut the fuck up.
That'd
He
be
was
a-
like,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up. Next question.
It's unfortunate
Suck
because
my
like
dick.
it's unfortunate because like they're really not going to get away from that question. Like that question's going to be following them for a
'cause
while.
It's been
Well, because it's
10
been
years. No, it's been
6
13.
years. It's been 6 years.
No, it's been 13 years.
Since what? Oh, you're talking about when
Since Skyrim.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when they announced Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
What
Remember
was
that stupid fucking mountain? And it said Elder Scrolls 6. Remember that?
They would have.
That was 6 years ago?
Oh, 6 years ago.
That was 6 years ago. But to be fair to them, they would have got. You know as well as I do. You know as well as I do though. They would have got that question for this long anyway.
Yeah.
Because like they would have still been like, "Where's Elder Scrolls? Where's Elder Scrolls?"
But it's just like
They fucked up
they
announcing
totally
it
did
earlier.
that. There were some people theorizing that they did that specifically to raise the stock so they can sell Bethesda at a much higher rate. Like,
Oh, maybe, yeah, I can see it.
Elder Scrolls 6 is coming soon.
You know what I heard it was
Yeah.
that like there was concerns because 76 was happening and everybody was like, "Are they gonna just stop making fucking?" And they were like, "No, we're still making single player RPGs here. Like we're making Elder Scrolls."
You know what
Like,
you know why
relax.
they did that? People shut the fuck up, but it didn't help.
Yeah, but it
didn't help at all.
It's a
It-
completely
it made it
irrelevant.
All right,
worse.
so what do you mean? I feel like they made that, and that was the first thing they made for that game. That was like the only thing they had for that game.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Truly.
it's
5
that's-
minute quick work.
and
that's
they were like,
pre-production
"This will
for
do
sure.
it," and you were like, "Nigga, a date. We need a date soon."
Let me tell you something. That game's not coming.
2027.
No, that's hilarious.
Really?
I really think
I think 2027.
no, because
I'd be happy,
it's
but I don't.
2024 now. Starfield's DLC is out. There's probably going to be 3 more pieces of Starfield DLC, I imagine. And so that's like maybe the next 2 years.
That makes me so sad.
25, 26, 2027 we might hear about it.
Starfield.
I would guess 2028 at the earliest, probably, honestly.
3 more pieces of Starfield.
And that's not even to mention the fact that like Fallout is like massively popular now, more so than it ever has been. So there might actually be a shift towards like
That
maybe
show
we should
fucked up.
maybe we should do like fucking Fallout instead.
That show really fucking. I think
If they did a Skyrim show, that show would be fucking amazing.
No, it wouldn't.
What do you mean?
No,
What
I'm
do you
sorry.
mean?
I
the hell are you
vehemently
saying?
disagree.
The nature of Skyrim is so fucking silly, just like Fallout. In fact,
Not just like Fallout.
It's
It-
even sillier, actually.
I would.
Not even. It's not.
You don't
even
think it's
close.
silly?
Here's the thing about Skyrim: is that on its face, like when you're looking at Skyrim looks like Dragon Age, looks like Fable, looks like Lord of the Rings, looks like every other fantasy thing at a glance.
Yeah,
I
but that's not your shit though. You're
No,
looking
no,
at it
it
from your own
doesn't-
lens.
No. His argument
broadly.
is that the homogenous nature of what it looks like compared to some of the things that exist right now in this world, like Game of Thrones, House of Dragons, stuff like
what
that.
I'm saying is Fallout is distinct.
I agree.
And that's why Fallout sticks out. There's nothing that looks like Fallout. Even most apocalyptic stuff, most sci-fi, it just doesn't
And
look like
most
that.
Mad Max and Fallout have somewhat of similarities, but not a huge amount.
Barely.
I don't think that would like that. It's like that would almost be like, well, why do people keep making zombie movies and zombie video games? Because people fucking like that shit.
People like it, but
agree.
it
why
doesn't.
would they not make fucking a dark fantasy?
What I'm saying is like I don't think the Elder Scrolls has like the meat on it to really compete with something like
House
Game of
Dragons,
Thrones
like that.
or Lord of the Rings. I think it's cool. It's a really cool fantasy like setting, but it's not.
I don't think you know the power. Like, say if they made it, if they made
If
it,
they
in the,
played into the
if
silliness,
it took place in Skyrim, for example,
Mhm.
like that shit, because Skyrim's a game that I think it's more important than the Elder Scrolls as a whole.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. Yeah.
I think if they just made, let's just fuck around. Like even if they just made it about the plot of
the proper
Skyrim.
game.
Yeah, if they made it,
But you meet the Dark Brotherhood episode, you meet the fucking wolves with the companions.
bro, that
Like,
shit.
because I think what Skyrim
Like a-
has that other things in that genre have is the silliness. Skyrim is
It would-
silly.
it would
as
be like
fuck.
that,
It's
Dungeons
fucking
and Dra-
hilarious.
That Dungeons and Dragons movie with
Yeah.
with what's that fucking asshole's name?
Chris
Pine.
What's
Pine.
that asshole? There's a guy.
I've never
What's
even-
that fucking
I don't-
dickhead piece of shit's name?
It's that I don't
Fucking
know.
horse fucker. What's his name?
I mean, you don't know. You don't
I
know.
don't know. You can't prove that he did. What if Kendrick Lamar went on stage and said Chris Pine fucks horses, and then everybody was just
Wop,
yeah,
wop,
wop, wop, wop.
and everyone's tearing Chris Pine. Chris Pine's like, I've never even been near a horse in real
Chris
life.
Pine is
I don't even
at
know.
home in his armchair.
I don't even know who Kendrick Lamar is.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Where's
Who the
he
fuck
been?
is this guy?
The fuck is?
I could see that for somebody like him.
I don't think. I
Chris
think
Pine?
he's too famous to not know who Kendrick Lamar is. I think.
That would be.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
at that level of
I'm
fame,
I'm too famous. Come on.
That's not the same argument at all. I'm too famous to rape children. I mean, me and my boy Jeffy Epps would never do something like
That's
that.
amazing.
I mean,
What-
Jeff Epstein, the financier.
Jeff Ep.
Yes, Jeff Epstein, the honorable and noble.
What a crazy thing to say. Like, why did anybody not tell him? Hey, man, what do
It
you
is
mean
a
you're
cra-
not too famous to do
Look, I
that?
understand what he means, right? Because I understand
No,
what he means.
I don't know
But
what he means.
also,
No.
it's like that's dumb.
Wait,
Have
what
you
does
not-
what does he mean?
Because he means like I'm too famous and too
Like he
too
would've
rich
been
and too
caught?
black. Yeah, I mean, but it's like also it's like
Like-
it's like gang. The ones that are doing that the most are probably more famous than you, bud.
That's the thing. That's what I'm like.
I feel like he doesn't have a good crew around him. I feel like it's
I feel like he just doesn't know what
He pushed. Yeah, go ahead.
like. How do I put this?
he pushed away the people that would tell him things. He has only yes men around him. Like Kanye. Kanye's biggest problem. He has only yes men around him.
Yeah,
The only person that could check him before was his mom. Literally, and his mom died.
his
How-
mom and maybe Jay-Z. Maybe.
How are you alive?
Yeah, but then he pushed Jay away.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you alive on this planet and you're unaware that there are famous pedophiles? I guess is my question. Like, how
He's
do you-
Canadian, dude. He's Canadian. No, famously, like look, dude. I have some friends that are Canadian. Good friends. Canadians have the worst fucking takes, bro. Like actually, fucking for
Oh well,
real.
yeah, that's true. Yes,
They
Whatever
have
it
the
takes.
worst take. I know I can make it through if I hold out. Dude, I loved that show growing up. It was the most mature television I could watch at that time without it having genitals in it.
What are you talking about?
Degrassi.
I never saw it actually.
Old school Euphoria, man. The OG Euphoria, because that's basically that
It's-
was that. Shit.
I think that's why he worked on Euphoria, because I was like, oh, I worked on a show that did the same thing as this, but it's not quite as wild.
yeah.
Let's make sure they're all adults, though. That's how he was like, let's make sure they're all adults, because like
Yeah,
we're gonna be seeing pussy. So
you're
you
gonna
know,
be seeing some crazy shit, man. And yeah,
dude,
What-
I think Euphoria is so. I think about Euphoria all the time. Because, like, Nate Jacobs' character, I just wonder what's going to happen the third
I think
season
about
for him.
his character.
Because
That's all I think about.
what the his character got assassinated at the last episode. Not, like, literally, like a character assassination. His
Oh.
character got
That would've been
assassinated.
way
Didn't one of
better,
those
though.
people die too?
Yeah, my favorite character died, which just sucks really bad.
No, the fucking,
Everybody's favorite character, Fresco.
the Mac Miller dude.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I liked him so much. He reminded me of Mac. I was
He
like,
basically
dang.
Mac Miller.
Like, dang, I got Mac back, man. And then he's gone. They killed every version of Mac Miller, bro. They can't let me
Yeah.
be happy, bro.
Well, he was method acting, I think.
That's true.
Can you imagine? Oh my
The
god.
little sun in my head.
All right. Anyway,
The little spring clean.
so what happened with listen? What happened with Justin Timberlake? I saw something. I've seen this photo. I've seen this photo of Justin Timberlake going around. It looks really fucking funny, but I don't know what it's from. He got like DUI'd or something.
He was driving while retarded, essentially.
DWR. He got a DWR.
That's crazy.
But that's what happened, though. This motherfucker has who knows how much his bank account is at. You know, he's probably got 90 million.
At least
He's probably got 90
At
million.
least $11.
he's got at least $11 minimum.
Well, then I can't really fault him.
That's more you can say for any of us.
Look.
We've had $11 recently, less than $11 recently. That motherfucker definitely has never gotten less than that.
Dude, I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand.
Why'd you hit that like that?
The bottom.
Oh, I thought you were like you're taking a hit.
Oh,
right
you
now.
thought like it was full? And he was just like,
So
he's just
wicked. It's like, bro, you good? You thirsty?
That was the last bit of it, man.
yeah. Justin Timberlake, man, in sync, Crimea River, all that bullshit.
All that bullshit. Fucking,
Yeah, goes
fucking
to-
5-year, great 5-year run of music.
I mean,
whatever.
he had an amazing
Well,
run.
that's crazy.
He had an amazing run.
He
but-
had Chris.
Yeah,
He had a probably more like maybe like 7-8 year run.
Yeah, I
Sex
just didn't
back.
like. Yeah, I just didn't like.
I mean,
I love Justin Timberlake. If I'm being honest,
look,
Yeah, I
he's
don't
very
really-
talented. It was very obvious. It was kind of one of those Beyonce, Justin Timberlake things where they were in a group and
he
then
held back.
everybody tried to do shit and you could tell who the true talent was.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why Justin flew away so well? Timberland, man. He collabed with Timberland.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, Sexy Back was that was a great.
Well, they're related, right?
yeah.
Timberlake.
Yeah,
Timberland.
they're cousins.
Yeah.
They're both timbers, right?
Timberland and
Timber family.
yeah, Timberland and Timberlake.
Like the Costarks and the Starks, bro. They're related. Duh.
You know what he's Timberland was just a fucking actual Tim.
It's a big ass human sized boot. And then hit that note again.
Every music video he's just been in, there's just a giant boot in it.
That
That
crossed
is-
my mind. That crossed my mind when I was 11.
Did it?
Like, when I was a little kid, that
Tim.
crossed my mind. I was like,
Timberland.
I like the shoe. And I never did it again because I thought it was the stupidest
stupidest
thing
fucking
ever.
thing
But nope, clearly in my 30-year-old job
This
now,
is the boot. Come
that's
here, girl.
worth mentioning.
Come to the back.
VIP.
VIP.
the mouth opens, drinks on me. Let me see what you're talking with. Dog, I fucking love. Justin Timberlake's one of my favorite artists. He's my favorite pop artist before because I think Justin Bieber is really good too.
I think
The
he's
problem
trash.
is that Bieber peaked. He had one truly amazing album, and he should have quit after that.
I like Bon Jovi.
Wait.
You mean John Bon Jovi? You
No.
almost confused. You almost warped the way it's supposed to be out of my brain. I had to fight you like
No, I'm talking
Paracausal.
about Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi. I'm good. I'm back.
Dude, my head, I felt like it was like a hot air balloon. I was like, take off. I was like, what did I just hear? Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
You know when the Dementors come up to you and they start sucking your soul out, and you're like, that was happening with his words.
Bon Jovi.
I actually hate John Bon Jovi, honestly.
I like
My-
the.
I don't hate it. I've never heard anything from him that I would
My
want to listen
old
to on
really
Dude,
purpose.
they had a
hot
couple good
counselor.
songs.
Yeah, it's not my style.
You
really.
Give Love a Bad Name? It's a good fucking.
It's one of those
That's a
things
good
that
song.
it's just one of those things where it's like, you know when you've heard something just too many times.
Nigga, you give love
Yeah.
a bad.
Nigga, you give niggas a bad nigga.
I played my nigga part, and you play your nigga game.
That is crazy.
You give niggas a bad name.
Nigga.
You give niggas.
That would have been. That song is actually way better than I remember it being now. Was it a nigga
Now that I
part?
hear it more,
Good
it's not so bad.
And then Living on a Prayer is actually pretty dope too.
Yeah, it's
halfway there.
I think it's-
nigga on a prayer.
Take my nigga. We'll make it our nigga. Nigga. Sorry. Oh my god.
I think I would die if I heard that in real life. Like if like John Bon Jovi's getting back together and playing.
You did. You just
No, but I
did.
mean like
from
if-
him, from his lips.
Like
You
John,
get AI to do it.
John Bon Jovi's like we're getting Bon Jovi back together, and then they
We're gonna
play
call ourselves
that.
Bon John Jovi, and here we are with our first hit, the N word.
Yeah, living on an N word.
It's like, what?
I don't know, man. What was it? What were we even talking about?
It made me bliss.
It
It'd be
would-
like,
I think I would die. I think I could die.
you know, you move your hand at the wave.
We're
I'm
talking
finally
about
free.
Justin Timberlake and him driving while intoxicated.
right.
It happens, bro. It's
It-
unfortunate. You
it
shouldn't do
shouldn't
that.
happen
You shouldn't
when
do
you're
that.
rich.
You shouldn't do that in general.
Look,
Oh,
man,
yes.
That's
why
the biggest
more, yeah.
problem. That's the biggest thing because obviously nobody should do it. But
Was he like actually driving dangerously? or
yeah, so
it
he
just
was
they
at
caught
he was
him?
like swerving and shit. So he was at a club or whatever. He had drinks and he was
Playing Midnight Club Dub Edition.
and it's like, brother, you have tens of millions of dollars in your bank account. If I'm that rich, I'm never driving again, ever.
Yeah, I'm beating
I'm
my
just-
dick in the back of the car every time.
1000%. I'm abusing. I'm doing like the actually. You know how they do all those memes about jets and
Yeah.
them just driving like no. I would literally actually do that. I would take a private jet just to go to Taco Bell
You
down the
take-
street.
you-
There's a Taco Bell that is fucking 0.7 miles from me.
Yeah.
I'm getting the jet just to go.
You would take the jet here.
You're a piece of shit. You were destroying the planet, but you're like, whatever. Where would you land a jet?
That jet's not going to destroy
Figure
the
it
planet.
out. Okay, you wanted to be more in the realm of possibility of a helicopter. Okay, just landed on some.
Land it right next to people,
As if
so
there
they
aren't-
get blown the fuck away.
As if there aren't enough of those already in the skies of Los Angeles all the fucking time.
like I would,
Yeah.
like I
What
would
is
do.
going on with that?
That's how they survey crimes
I,
here. There's
I
not a
feel like
mountainous area.
they are way too low sometimes. Where I'm like, are you allowed to do
Yeah,
this?
like one's in my house. I'm
I mean,
like, bro, what the fuck's going on, dude? Get out of here.
Dude, there was one. I
Window.
swear to God, probably maybe two of the buildings' height above my building. The
I was
other
like,
day.
that can't be
When,
legal.
What the hell are
when
you
they're, no,
doing?
when they're searching for people, when they're actually like looking for someone that did a crime, the cops, they have to have them lower.
I understand that. I don't know, man.
That's so. That's,
Do you think they actively think about like when they're in a helicopter? Like, do you think about?
If it crashes,
just
Do you think
ending
about
it?
Kobe? You know what I mean?
of course.
I would.
I feel like I would. The second I see a helicopter, I think about Kobe Bryant. Now, isn't that
So,
crazy?
I was at Huntington Beach yesterday, and speaking of helicopters, one got insanely low. Like, here's the pier, and then, like you said, just like a couple of buildings up.
Yeah.
Like, it was like,
one
right,
hand's
I was
height.
like, yeah, it was
above
just
the
one
ground.
hand height above the. And immediately we're
that's
like,
the bottom of it. Like that's the like where the people are sitting. You're like,
No.
you gotta lay down.
You're like fucking. Yeah, but no, we were speculating that it was actually Shaq in there, and basically being like, Kobe, you can't beat me, and even in death,
That's
and
not.
he's gonna have a better
That's
death.
so stupid. Shaq is such a nice guy. That's like not his personality at all.
When Kobe won his 5th ring, because Shaq only got 4,
Yeah.
Shaq tore his house up.
Well, he was mad, yeah, but
So he's mad that Kobe had such a magnificent death.
dude.
He went out in the craziest way possible than any other NBA player has ever
No one
gone
else.
out.
No one else is
Stop.
ever gonna die like that.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
That's not
Mark
true.
my words.
No one else ever gonna die in a helicopter crash ever because
Ever
of Chris.
again.
Never again. Never again.
Chris's word. Chris's law is decreed.
It is decreed.
No, but
He loves Kobe. That was like his
he
brother,
did, but
dude.
he was also very competitive. So
Oh, no, they
since
both are, for
Kobe
sure.
one-upped him and he tore his house up, what do you think he's did or what he's gonna do when he's like upset about he wasn't crying because Kobe died.
He was crying
He's
because
crying
now
because
he has
He's
to
like,
die.
damn, I have to die harder. I have to die way harder than that. Like,
I gotta kill my
you gotta
wife too.
Yeah, because he killed his daughter. and himself. And he's like, damn, I gotta kill 2 kids at least. And I gotta like, what? How are we gonna do it? So wait, do I have to? An airplane? Should it be an entire?
There's got to be a yacht.
A packed 747.
That was such a big deal for LA, man. That was such a big deal for LA when
That shit, dude.
He was the LA hero, man.
So
Yeah.
I remember vividly
I was
how
in
I found
school.
out. I was at Dunkin' Donuts right before we were about to record.
Yeah,
Right,
I
right,
remember.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah,
and-
you came in and I was like, why is your energy so fucked?
dude, I was. And then the workers, everyone was just like, what? Like it was.
I remember I went to school that day and I came back and then it was Kobe's dying. I'm like, oh,
Damn.
well, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
So anyway, pass the croissant.
Yeah, there's a.
I thought it was a golfer that whole time.
what the only that's crazy.
How do you not
That's
know who Kobe
crazy. That's
Bryant is and be like alive in a modern
I thought
era?
I don't know. I just
Golfy Bryant.
No, I knew he was a basketball
Kobe
player. I
Golfman.
didn't know who he played for. I didn't know what team he played for because I just didn't give a shit about that. But like, I knew he was a baseball
Player.
I knew he was a basketball player because he was also associated with like Kobe. You know,
Kobe.
Sorry, yeah.
That's how I know who
Right.
he is.
Right,
Imagine your legacy being tied to just throwing something in a basket.
Kobe. I
Like,
mean,
permanently forever.
Yeah, one of the best shooters.
Kinda makes
one of the best
sense.
shooters of all time.
yeah, he's one of the people that are always left out of the GOAT. He's not left out of the GOAT conversation, but he's always in third. I'd say. People always
People
say
try
Michael
to play
Jordan.
him. People try
and
to play him.
Kobe Bryant. Sorry, Michael Jordan and LeBron James. But like,
And Larry Bird, of course, up top.
yeah, you know, you got to put the white man on the mountain.
People believe that, which is crazy.
Well,
and I'm like,
I think only racist people believe that. To be honest,
I think Larry Bird's a fantastic player. Don't get me wrong, he's an amazing. He's top 10.
well, he's just not. He just doesn't have
Yes.
the accolades that
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
have. So it's like,
He's top 10
why are you even
players,
talking about
100%.
that?
I only learned who he was in the last like couple weeks. Also,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah.
Bird is
I
a-
don't know sports, man.
Bird is a monster, dog.
I mean, he's really recognizable because he actually has wings.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
He has wings.
That's why he's so good. That's the
Yeah,
only reason
he's
why
so
white men can do
good.
that.
and he has hollow
That-
bones, so when he jumps, he can actually levitate a little bit.
That is the only reason why a white man would be that good at
And
basketball.
exactly, and that's why it was. People always speculated, they're like, should he be allowed to play? Is this not cheating? Same with Michael Phelps. They were like, is this cheating?
He
Michael
has
Phelps has
gills.
like web toes
Is
and
it
gills.
cheating? Like Larry Bird.
This nigga has gills and lungs. I don't know how he.
It's cheating. It's cheating for Larry Bird because he's got hollow bones. He has wings. He has talons. Come on.
And a beak. Like,
And
what
a
the
beak.
fuck?
Let him play without shoes. And he just
He's clawing
he's
up the
scratching
fucking-
everyone.
They
Man,
can't. They something you
He's like
cannot
an
box him out.
ostrich or like a fucking emu or something. He's
You
like
cannot box him out,
just
bro.
found- we just
he
found
digs
out.
in, boom. We're like, what is this?
We just found out that Larry Bird is a fucking emu.
Emir.
true.
Emir.
If you go back and look at the footage, it's clearly a fucking bird.
It's
And
a
he's
bird
just
with
really-
human hands.
He's just really
he has
good.
human hands. Like, that's the only thing
He's
that's weird. He
really
has
good.
human hands.
So okay, human hands on the end of his wings.
No, he has human hands and arms.
that is disgusting. Like he has full wings, but on the end of those wings are tiny.
It's like a
people-
wyvern. It's like a legit wyvern. It's like, what the fuck?
That's so upsetting because that's like that's not how wings work. Like,
Not at
wings
all.
are the hands.
Yeah, not at all.
Ostensibly,
But not for
not
Larry
for Larry
Birdman.
Bird.
Larry Birdman.
Larry Birdman.
What I do is I go up to bats and I clip their wings.
Why would you do that?
Clip their wings so they can't
One of
fly.
the most evil things I've ever heard anybody
They
say.
can't
Why would you
fly.
do that?
And
Walk-
I chase them.
And then you chase them?
and they can't get away from me because they don't have wings. And I start stomping. I stomp.
So you are a psychopath.
No, I'm not.
And what stopped you from going all the way to graduating humans?
Because humans aren't bats.
So you just have a grudge against bats.
I have a good against bats.
That's how Batman really would make
Batman-
it.
Batman would be.
Batman would be like,
I go against bats, the dogs, cats,
You little fucking bitch.
this list is growing.
pigs,
Pigs?
fishes.
Yeah. I like hitting pigs with baseball bats. That's pretty fun.
All right.
I told the story when
Moving on to some
uncles
questions.
did that, right?
No,
My uncles literally did that. They went out there, it was like 4 of them with a baseball bat, and they beat the head of a pig to death. And then they fucking
God.
skunned it. They beat the heck nose in the head of that pig, so might as well give it a bunch of brain damage and shit like that, and then cut it up.
Whoa, what an existence.
Yo, man, farm folk are wild, man.
I hope that pig was delicious at least. Jesus
Farm
Christ.
folk get shit done.
They do. Apparently.
City boys can't fuck a toucan and come. Country boys get it done.
Fuck a toucan.
My dick tastes like fruity pebbles after I fuck. Yeah,
So it's true.
that's
That's where they got it from. That's why Fruit Loops are associated with fucking a toucan.
I thought it was because he was gay. Why they called him Fruit Loops ever.
wise. They would be wise, by the way. That's a wise retcon, in my opinion.
That fruity fucking bird.
You got to make that Toucan Sam must be gay.
That fruity ass fucking bird. Hey, I take offense to that.
That was such a fucking sixth grader joke.
Yeah, I mean, I believe it.
Fruit Loops Pride Month. They should do Pride Month Fruit Loops. I think
They should.
that'd be a really good, like, not even like no like
Would it be?
no joke. I think that'd be a cool idea.
Would it be because since that's a derogatory term, would that almost be like having some type of
Call them
celebratory
Pride
thing of
Loops
like
for the month.
yeah, but then that's still also like fruit. Like you understand, like calling
Fruit?
somebody a fruit is not like a celebratory thing.
I feel like it is.
Well,
I mean-
we don't decide exactly.
So
I feel like of the
Okay.
things you could call them, I feel like
it's
fruit
one
is
of the
pretty nice.
softest ones.
It's pretty nice. Like, who
It's-
doesn't? First of all, fruits are healthy. They're nice. What aroma would you rather have in your house? Fruits, of course.
Look,
That's like a
man.
that's a big candle thing.
Uh-huh. So like you know
I didn't like that at all.
Oh,
that was
like,
so disrespectful.
well, because it's like okay, there's some soft, derogatory slurs towards black people, and we'd be like, oh, it's not so bad.
Like which
Here's
ones? Like, let's hear
Which
them.
one is equivalent to fruit? Really?
Which one? Like Nignog. I think the porch monkey.
What?
I think
Derek, you are desensitized.
I think
you and me are not the proper people to have this conversation because I don't even think the N word is that derogatory anymore. I get called the N word and I start laughing.
it's not about how you feel, man. It's about it's not
Not
about
about how you feel.
It's about how the people that use these terms feel. So like
is true.
the people that made these things up, they didn't call you them fruits as terms of endearments at any point. And same thing with even if somebody's just calling you darky, right? That's like it sounds playful or some shit. Like fucking Dark Souls. Dark Souls had a Facebook fucking account
Called
and they
Darky Souls?
they tried to have their fan base.
Oh, they're
and they
called
called them
darkies?
darkies. And then they're like, oops. They realized pretty quickly because obviously they're Japanese and shit.
They don't get it.
They're like, oh,
Yeah.
sorry. And I was like, no, please
should
continue.
we call them Negroes?
Please.
And they're like, no,
That
no,
is an-
fellas.
Negroes.
They're just innocent. They're just innocent in Japanese. They don't understand racism
Yeah.
the right way.
Hey, fellow darkies. And I was like, that's amazing. Please keep it up. You have my blessing to call Dark Souls fans darkies. That's crazy.
Amazing, he says.
Because it is. It's like it's such a like mistake, an honest mistake that I'm like,
It's like in Hispanic culture, they call people that are white güero. Well, Mexicans do that.
Pinche
By the way, I don't
güero.
know why this
You
conversation
can't
got.
say that shit
I don't know why this
to Puerto
why this
Ricans.
conversation got even slightly serious.
I don't
Clearly,
know.
it's a joke. But
We're
we
not
got to
even-
move on to.
I'm not
Honest
serious
idea.
at all. What are you talking about?
That was a little bit more serious than I anticipated to get it.
What?
It's like it's not about how you feel. It's about how the people
Well, no, I'm
feel.
just
And I'm like,
inserting facts into
right.
it, but
I still think Fruit Loops having a gay
I
Pride
still
Month is a big idea.
actually I feel very strongly about this. Actually, fruit is good.
Yeah, I'm not calling them
All right,
puffs or
guys.
tarts or anything like
See
that.
you next time.
We're not calling them like.
Chill.
And then it's
Beep
it's the longest beep you've ever heard.
yeah. We're not calling them raggeds. Jeez.
Ree hee 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 ree hee hee.
Calm down, Derek. We're not calling them raggeds.
Chill,
It's just
Raggy.
root. What's wrong with root?
What's wrong? Call him Rudy.
It's Rudy,
Oh, this
not
is-
raggeds.
This is a good one. We got some questions that we're going to get into over. And by the way, you can submit a question over at patreon.com/thesnarktank.
/ your mom.
Your mom's twat.
Tank.
Your mom's pushy.
Connor, the desolate Canadian, wrote in. He says, "What up, half-price dollar store lawyer, sentient ball of obsidian, and dry eraser head Derek?" Now, why does he get a name?
Cool, I guess.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Called me Obsidian, dog. I'm not even.
Longtime listener and
pretty dark,
recent
I am, but like, damn, dude.
longtime listener and recent patron. Since y'all enjoy music, implying that I like the
No.
I really like the idea that there's some people out there that don't like
There
that.
are some people that
I
don't.
know.
I know a guy personally.
I know, but that's so fucking.
It's
disturbing to me.
yeah, he's a serial killer to me.
It's sociopathy for sure.
Yeah. Since y'all enjoy music, what is the worst track you have ever heard in any media? My go-to answer is the sewer level music in the hit GBA game Urban Yeti.
Never heard of that.
I've never heard of that in my
The
fucking
hit.
life.
Guess
The
the
hit.
hit. Yeah, the hit.
The hit
That's
Game Boy
pretty good.
Advance game Urban Yeti. That's a slur. But what do you guys think?
You jungle
Is that like
Yeti.
Eminem?
You jungle Yeti.
Would
is
you
a-
call that? Was that Eminem? An Urban Yeti? Is that you fucking Urban Yeti? He's like, What, man?
I mean,
Come on, man.
Remember you said you were food maxing, right?
Yeah.
I saw a video like, oh, this guy's wigger maxing. And it's this white guy with like cornrows. He's wearing a white beard. He has like tattoos. The idea of wigger maxing is crazy. The idea of maxing is crazy.
Fucking great.
It doesn't mean like, oh, I've been gay porn maxing lately, you know? It's like, this means you're watching a lot of gay porn.
A lot of gay porn.
Like, what's up, dude? But it sounds better if you max.
It does sound. You can excuse a lot of things by saying maxing after.
Yeah,
it.
if you say maxing after,
I've
it's
been
fine.
Negro maxing like heavy. It's like you're just acting like a nigga. What do you
He's
mean?
just wilding out. Yeah.
I gotta say, man, that Wagwan Delilah track was
That one's
probably
very
that
bad.
was so terrible. I couldn't believe it. I really authentically couldn't believe how bad it was.
You're right. I think that probably have to be my answer because I can't think of anything worse than that right now.
Yeah.
Oh, watch me shoot my tree.
Oh wait, no,
What's
wait,
that?
hold on.
Oh.
What was that? I guess it's not technically a track because I don't think you can stream this anywhere, like in a music capacity.
Hmm?
But when what's her face? When Yoko Ono
Oh God,
yeah,
I know what you mean.
did that set with Chuck? Was it Chuck?
Chuck Berry.
Chuck
Chuck
Berry
Berry.
and
Chuck
And
Berry
the
and John
Beatles?
Lennon.
Did you see the way Chuck looked at her, bro?
Yes,
He was like,
well, like it was. It what you know what it looked like? It looked like say probably how any imagine the cop showing up and like pointing a gun at you because he made almost like he's scared for his life. Have a reaction.
Yeah.
He was so like, what the fuck was that? That he like it scared him. Like this.
That was back before they had science, though. So like they probably thought that there was like a demon or like a some kind of a soul taking control of her.
do you remember? There was,
that long ago.
It was,
There was a
before the 80s, before science.
Yeah.
So they were doing the "We Are the World" song, right, with a bunch of artists, and it was Michael Jackson singing it, and he sung his part obviously very well, like Michael Jackson does.
Oh yeah, but then he had like fucking McFarlane from McFarlane Toys and all these like random people who can't sing. Like,
Did you
join
just
him.
say?
Eh.
Did you?
Todd McFarlane?
Did you?
And Todd McFarlane was not there.
Why did that pop in your head?
Because I tried to think of like the least musical oriented celebrity
Hey,
possible.
fucking guy- Hey, the Spawn guy.
I feel like McFarlane's a piece of shit, but he might be able to sing though. I feel like he has some ability to
There's
sing. I'd
no
be
way
surprised.
There's
fucking
no
guy can
shot.
sing.
There's no shot.
He might. You never know.
I do know. You could look at people.
He's
I
an,
feel like-
he's an
No,
artist.
you're right.
He's
You're
an
right.
artist. He might be able to
No,
sing a
you're
little
right.
bit.
I
No.
feel like you can look at people and determine whether or not they
No,
can sing.
you look at him. I'm like that guy. If he didn't have anything to do with Spawn, he'd be a used car salesman. Like you look at him. Look at Todd McFarlane. Look at him. I follow him on Instagram.
sell you this fucking Buick.
Dude, I went to the Comic-Con museum.
Yeah.
He tried to buy like the there was a
It's an edgy Buick.
it has guns. It has guns and it might say the N-word. You don't know. It can be
Maybe.
engineered.
Maybe.
The engine
Buy it out.
The engine can be made to sound like the N-word, but we're gonna keep it under wraps a little bit. It's not intentional if anybody asks you.
He giggles when he goes up and down real fast. So he's doing like power. He's doing like power squats real fast.
He's clown maxing.
He's Clown Max.
I hate that. He's clown / giggle maxing.
I'm a giggle maxing fiend over here, man. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah. I don't even know how we got here. I have no idea.
Next question, please.
We were talking about like the worst tracks we've ever heard.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so Michael Jackson had like two like white singers on there, and he sang his notes, and then they sang, and he looked at them with disgust.
He looked at. You could see his face. He's like, ugh.
He was like, "This is what they call singing for them.
One of them. I
This
know.
is their singing."
He's like, ew.
One of them might have been Cyndi Lauper.
I think it might have been Cyndi
And then
Lauper.
another one was it might have been who's the Genesis guy? It might have been
Eminem.
him.
No, sorry.
Who's the Genesis guy?
Phil Collins?
Yeah, it might have been. It might
It
have.
wasn't Collins.
Oh, was
it
it
wasn't
not?
Collins.
Was it the other Genesis guy? 'Cause there's another
Collins
Genesis
was
guy,
there,
right?
I'm pretty sure, but it wasn't Collins.
Who's the other? Oh my god.
He's the guy with the hair, the guy with the gray hair. I forgot his name. He had like a gray.
There was another singer for Genesis that I can't. Why am I blanking on his name?
Was it Michael McDonald? I can't remember.
No.
No.
the fuck?
I was thinking of the We Are the World people. Sorry. Somebody in Genesis.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't
the
remember.
other guy. Oh my god.
I don't remember who the other person in Genesis was. That's
Hey
important.
Siri. Who was the lead singer of Genesis? Just ignored me. Like
My ass.
What a cunt. Peter Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel. That's what it was.
right. That's the name.
I was losing my fucking mind.
What
the
a
fact
fucking
that
name.
yours didn't listen in my watch
That's
was a
cra-
disgrace.
yeah, that's really-
that is kind of funny, and it listened to your voice.
Stupid.
Peter
Oh,
Gabriel.
whoops. Hit a black screen by accident.
All
Oh
good.
well.
Whatever.
We're
It was Juneteenth this past, so it's good. We're good. We're good. We got it.
Go to the next
got
picture
it.
before we fucking get a fucking those fucking losers on
I can
Juneteenth.
feel it coming on my ass tonight.
His low.
That's good. Hello.
I've been waiting for his semen all my life.
Homo. Homo.
Oh.
You said homo. You said that's so gross.
Do, 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 do.
That's incredible.
That
the,
is so
the
loud.
timing.
It's a splat.
the timing of that.
To
If
be
you
able
can time
to-
that.
To be able to time that is so egregiously superhuman.
We need an audible nut at this moment.
I can't do that. I want to do like the but I can't do that.
Your dick moans a little.
It's so gross.
It's like that girl on the TikTok.
Yeah.
It's like the hawk.
You got a hot on
I
that day.
haven't seen that. That I know what that is because
Yeah.
somebody said look up that girl.
Yeah.
Because I saw a picture and I was like,
It's funny. It's a
Okay.
funny video. It's-
Okay.
It's just some southern chick talking about how
It's like,
aggressively
how do you-
she sucks a dick.
No, it's like some guy. It's like one of those TikTok people where they go up to people and they're like, oh, question is like, and I think the question is like, how do you keep a man or something? It's like, and she goes, you just got a hawk tool on that thing.
Damn.
And it's like there's so much enthusiasm. Everything about that video is great.
I want to see somebody go up to somebody like a regular guy during one of those videos, like, "Hey, how does they maul them?" They're like trying to eat them. Like the idea would be so fucking wild.
like they're just
So-
feral.
This next question is pretty
Like he's
good.
really normal at first. Like, oh yeah, what's going on, man? Like no, he's talking to people, like having a conversation. He's like, "Hey, how do you like? Hey, have you ever seen a dog?" He's like, and just attacks them.
That's disgusting.
Bites his throat out.
This
next question- this next
and they're
question-
shooting him for a while. He doesn't let go. Sorry.
The 3 terabytes of porn on Chris's old MacBook wrote in.
Facts.
Says, hello,
terabytes.
Snark Boys and Lava Sween.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, Shark Boy. Oh,
Oh.
lava. Yeah.
Damn. All right. I forgot that was even real.
Shit boy. and-
Last month,
Piss queen.
you brought up the first case of using AI to damage the reputation of that school principal. That's right, we did. That was a wild story. My question is, if all-out war breaks loose on the podcast, wait, is there a comma? I'll just read it. If all-out war breaks loose on the podcast, what kind of AI abominations would you guys make to ruin each other's reputation? Oh, okay, like if we went to war.
we wanted to slander each
Yeah,
other.
we tried to use AI to
I would
damage.
just edit all of my time saying N-word for Chris.
Yeah.
It would just be a lot. It'd be egregious times too, and it'd be times where I'm like, I beat a nigga, and it'd be my voice, but over Chris. So they'd feel if anyone pays enough attention, they wouldn't.
It
know.
would be an AI generated version of your voice saying the N-word over my voice.
Yeah, over your mannerisms. There'd be time where your mouth wouldn't even be moving. It'd be like this, like
People
Chris is smiling,
still believe
and
it.
it's Chris saying a bunch of slurs. This is live, man. This is live. This is live, man.
This is.
This really happened, right?
Yeah,
This really
that'd be good.
happened.
I think
don't
I'll
know.
have you. You would. I would want to like blackmail you. Or no, not blackmail. I'm just gonna release because I would want to say, "Oh, I had this video of you doing this, and if you don't comply, I'm gonna release it." But I would just rather just
You're gonna
release
get
a
what you need from me and then still release it.
I'm gonna
anyway.
release a video of you where you have a twink, and you like just have a mask of Lily on the twink, and you're
That's
going to
crazy.
town on this dude.
At that moment, it's like, what's wrong? Like, what? Like,
Because
why does it still have to be Lily at that moment? If I'm fucking a dude,
That's
because you don't want to you don't want to be all the way gay. So you're still like, I
Yeah.
ain't gay. Like, look, I'm fucking Lily.
Blackmailing a black male is crazy.
Black-
That's double. That's a double entendre. That's square.
insane.
That's blackmail squared, bro.
Double
Black-
entendre.
with a
Don't
little
even
two.
ask me how. Go ahead.
The idea. I don't.
I would make an AI generated video of you eating spaghetti out of a dog's asshole.
So you shove the spaghetti in the dog's ass first,
And you
No,
eat
it
it
would be,
too.
implied?
it would be all AI. We're talking about using AI
no,
to
but
ruin each other's
it's
reputation.
implied that
It is implied that Cakes did. It'll be so realistic you would not be able to tell that it's
yeah,
fake.
yeah.
It's Sweeney.
It'd be a tiny dog too,
Yeah.
so it'd be full of spaghetti about to burst, and then I'm just fucking getting a spoon.
It's all really convincing, but there's moments in it where it looks like that Will Smith, the first one.
Yeah, when it's,
Where it's like
that's just
like,
amazing.
And people believe it, and I'd be like, guys,
that's clearly not real. And they're like, I saw this with my own two eyes.
I thought you eat that. I saw you.
I would
eat
get
that.
Anderson Cooper to cover it too. I would make an AI generated video of Anderson Cooper covering that
Covering
video.
it like,
That
wow,
is so diabolical.
Sweeney is a fucking disgusting rat.
Yeah,
Next on CNN.
I would actually just make AI. I would make that video, and then I would make AI generated versions of every single beloved newscaster in the world
Yeah.
siding against you, and then just making it go. I would have like Tucker Carlson. I would have Rachel Maddow.
Yeah.
I would have like the Young Turks. I would have Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian talk about how like
Yeah.
Tom Sweeney ate spaghetti out of a dog's asshole.
Speaking of those characters, we forgot to talk about how The Boys is apparently just getting woke.
I don't know what that means though, because
The
I haven't.
Boys.
Yeah,
Boys.
I get. I haven't seen I haven't seen the show, so I don't know what commentary I can give on it. But yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, I
mean,
haven't
it's always-
played
it's-
Elden Ring, but we talked about it. You feel me?
I
Yeah,
mean,
but we-
I've
every-
never,
have
I've
any-
never,
have you
I
seen
don't
the-
even know what Elden Ring
Yeah, but
is.
have you seen the new season?
What is that?
Okay, good.
What the hell is Elden Ring?
huh?
It's Elden Ring.
You forget
Wait, hold on.
What is that?
You guys hear that?
what?
What, my ass?
No. It's you guys don't hear that? You do you not hear this?
Hear what?
It's mail time. We're gonna open your mail.
Here's
Grab the mail. Grab the mail.
What the fuck is happening?
It's mail time. You stupid?
Mail right here.
All right, cool.
It's
Is that your passport?
You open it, you show all the information to the
yeah,
camera.
yeah. Have everybody.
We don't have the mail time set up yet, and we probably won't for months.
That's scary. Our fans mailing me scares the fuck out of me, if I'm being very
What's the
honest.
problem? It's just gonna be fentanyl, and
If they mailed us fentanyl, would you try a little bit of it? A little bit.
no, I would report it to the government like an upstanding citizen.
Dude, I haven't even done shrooms, so no, I'm not
I'll
trying
do
to
fent. I'll do fent. I'll do a
You
little
would
bit
do
of
fent?
Yeah.
What is the hardest drug you've done?
Molly.
I
Who's that?
guess it's not even really that hard. It's just
Molly's like weaker ecstasy.
well, it is ecstasy. It's MDMA. It's just
It's just not clean cut ecstasy, pretty much.
Okay.
I
I don't know anything about
Fair
MDMA.
enough.
Not into sports. We should get into some other more of these questions. First time patron.
I need that mallet. I need that Elon Musk mallet.
Oh yeah. Wait, what was that thing that we invented where he like
brains knocks your brains and tug
was
out
he
your
was he
head.
beating monkeys
I
to
think it
death?
was
Is that
beating
what
the chimps. Yeah, the Neuralink
the
chimps.
ones that aren't smart, he would hit them in the back of the head, and every flesh part of their mouth, every flesh part of their skull would come out their face.
Do you remember what the Assassin's Creed Unity, or like that fucking
Oh.
where you couldn't see, where they had no fucking skin and it was just their eyes.
It was just their eyes and their teeth.
He just hits them so hard.
Imagine
and
hitting
their
somebody in the
comes
face
off.
so hard that their face flies off them.
Dude, I love that. Was probably one of the best moments in gaming for me. Just see. And then that Fassbender movie came out, and people replaced Fassbender's face with
That's
that.
right, the Assassin's Creed movie. I forgot
that
about
movie
that.
came out.
Oh,
dude.
me too. Until right now, I didn't see it. I didn't see it, even though apparently the stunts were really good.
I wanted to see it, but no one wanted to go with me.
Nobody
Not a
wanted to
soul
go with
wanted
me.
to go see
I
it
feel
with
bad,
me.
man. It just has like Ubisoft has such a bad rap that like I feel like even the way that people are treating Shadows, they're kind of like, yeah, Assassin's Creed, and I'm like, I just want to support it. I just want to support it now. I just want to support Shadows. I want to support Assassin's Bleed Blados.
Blasting, bleed,
Yeah.
blah,
I want to support it. I want to support Yasuke, and I want to support the feudal Japan. That's all.
I want to support Japan.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck.
I want a katana though.
I think of the Assassin's Creed games that have been released lately, I feel like this one has it's the most appealing one to me, but I'm still like, I don't know. I'm probably gonna wait to see what people say. There's so many games.
I totally understand.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Next
Boys went
question.
Well. That's all.
Next question.
We'll talk about it later.
Jacko's ODBT wrote in. He says, "Hi there, you three. After dabbling with the Phantom Menace game on PS1 that got added on PS5 a good bit ago, it brought me back to a time where movie tie-in games were just expected. Now it's non-existent. So I ask you lot, if it'd be refreshing to see these types of things make a comeback.
Yeah, for sure.
Not really.
Movie tie-ins?
Yeah, for sure.
What would you do? What
There's
movie
only a
tie-ins?
handful of good ones.
I'd want
The Whale?
That's an amazing game. No, actually, for real.
Yeah, now that I said that out loud, I really want The Whale for PS2.
That's it for PS2.
For
PS5.
For PS2.
PS5 game about the whale.
Dude, that would be the best looking game because there's like
There's
it's
one
Just a
room.
house.
it's just in the
It's just a
house.
house and a fat bastard. That's it.
Oh,
That movie's so good, but so sad.
It's a good movie, but
hilarious.
it's a movie. It's a good,
I'm sorry. The movie at the very end makes the entire movie.
I know exactly what he's talking
I
about.
know what you mean, but like,
It wraps it up, and I was like, "That movie was hilarious." After
It's a
it
good
changed the
movie.
whole dynamic.
It's a good movie, and it's very sad until that moment where it ends. Spoilers for The Whale and its lore. But
It is lore.
the daughter and the son crack a joke at each other, and then she walks out. He dies.
well, that's not what it is. She's reading the note that like means so much to him, and it's like giving him the power to like get up.
Yeah,
It's like fucking
get your ass up.
That alone is very funny. But he's getting up and he's meandering towards the door, and he's walking towards the light, and then he just looks up and he goes, "Oh!" and then the movie ends.
Yeah, he like nuts and he like
He nuts and
ascends.
dies,
And it's
and then you know because he's dead, and like when you think about like the world of that movie, like he just stood up, came, died, and absolutely shat himself. So like,
and think about the aftermath of his daughter. Think about like witnessing that. Oh, then he collapsed hard on the floor.
Fucking fell through the floor. It's like someone pulls him down through the floor.
it's as if 14 cars were chained to him and accelerated into the ground.
It was like
He falls in one frame and then shits, and then that weighs him down even more. And then he crumbles
he
to
falls
the
down. He
ground.
shits so hard that the ground starts to crack and give, and then he falls through the floor. He has such dense shit that it.
Do we
cracks
get
the
like
ground.
can we turn this into like a Dante's Inferno? Like
And then it's him in Hades.
It's
and he's
Dante-
like,
Whale's Inferno.
It's Dante's Inferno, but you play as Brendan Fraser's character from The Whale.
And he just-
And it's like a God of War situation because he then has to battle gluttony and he becomes gluttony.
oh, totally.
dun,
Yeah.
Totally.
dun, dun, dun.
Dude, who's bigger? Because there are those glutton fat motherfuckers that throw up, they vomit and shit
Yeah.
on you.
It's him, but like I whenever I'm playing Elden Ring and I run into those Godskin nobles,
it's him, yeah.
I like to pretend it's Brendan Fraser
like-
from The Whale. I like to think it's him asking his daughter to forgive him.
It's great. That's great. And he
It's really
actually
sad.
he gets
What's another movie that would make a good? I feel like we could go on with this for a
Evil
while.
Dead. Evil Dead game actually would probably.
Well,
pretty
that
cool.
already exists.
Huh?
There's already an Evil Dead game that came out recently, actually, like in the last like year.
Oh, yeah, but like Evil
I
Dead
forgot about
Rise is
that.
dead. Like
I
Evil Dead
completely
Rise.
It's pretty good, but like I mean, like there's no like I mean, come
Yeah.
on, it's
totally forgot
it's
about
a
that.
niche horror movie in the first place.
I'd beat the fuck out of a Deadite as long as it doesn't have any weapons.
as long as it doesn't have any weapons.
Bear fight, I'd beat the fuck out of it. I'd pull a Deadite spine out of
Schindler's
his head.
List,
Probably. That would be
an open world RPG.
Could you
that would be
imagine?
pretty crazy. That would there would be too much. It would be. I mean,
it would draw the it would draw the wrong
would be-
crowd,
it-
but I'd love
yeah,
it.
it would
be-
Also, they wouldn't let it happen. It's true though. Probably they wouldn't let it
I
happen.
quit the show. I can't be around this energy. No, the
It would draw the wrong eyes.
let's each.
Too much.
I just want echoing fucking.
Yeah, I do like the idea, like where it would be like a collectathon, but you'd be like saving. I should stop.
It'd be a collectathon of their shoes and socks.
All right. Oh my god, that's not what I had in mind exactly, but like all right.
Exactly.
It's gonna be like The Last of Us Part 2, where you get to play two opposite, ends.
Stop.
Yeah. So you can be like, you get to be who's the British guy? No, sorry, the Irish guy in it again, Liam Neeson. You get to be Liam Neeson. You can also be, I don't know, Mangula's there maybe or something.
You play all the villains. In the very end, you play as one of the,
one of the Jews.
Requiem for a Dream.
You do stealth missions for the Jews.
It's like Dobby, but you're one of the Jews saving other Jews.
Yeah, dude.
What about
we gotta stop.
That's actually kind of sick. Actually,
there's a lot of good. I feel like there's a lot of good movies that could be turned into inappropriate.
You're pretty much like it's like a Shadow of Mordor.
Like
but you're like a Jewish person that's just escaping the camps.
That would be sick.
And when you're about to get killed by one Nazi, another Nazi
that's
coming.
Fucking sick.
The other Nazi.
Like a nemesis system.
system.
Oh my god,
that would be crazy. I'm honestly kind of astounded how few games. There's so many games where we kill Nazis, but like none where
you play as
like
the Nazis.
none,
the Nazis are the heroes. No, Chris.
There's actually plenty of games where you play as the Nazis. Actually, like a lot.
No, none of the games. The Nazis, the good guy at the end.
They're actually heroes.
Like you finish the game, your Nazis like, and then it ended. We conquered the whole world.
We did,
and we got rid of all of the Jews, gays, blacks, Persians. It
just ends with like Hitler just putting his feet up on his desk. And the game fucking
life is good.
Life is good for us Nazis.
Could you imagine he sounds like Arthur Morgan?
We did it.
Well, goddamn, Dutch, we did it again.
It's almost like
we did it.
No,
we fucking did it.
No.
God damn it.
No. Damn. That was Chris's fault, right? You said, what did you say? You said something.
I just meant a southern accent.
Why are you lying?
I did. I said that is my default southern accent, sincerely.
Sure.
I mean, that was sure.
I guess I could have went like, well, we did it again, Cletus.
That's
we
true.
did goddamn news, I guess.
It wouldn't have been as funny.
Exactly.
That's true. But if you did do that slack jaw shit, it wouldn't have gone there. But immediately, my brain was like, ooh.
I know this game. He's giggle maxing again.
He's giggle maxing. Giggle maxing.
He's gigger maxing.
Oh my god. I feel like there's got to be at least one more. There's like, I feel like there's something. I feel like the whale was a good one, but like there's got to be another one.
Squeezed all that juice out, man.
No, man. I feel like it'll come to me. It'll come to me.
What's another movie that was good enough to have a fucking game?
I mean, there's probably so many things, but
a video game for fucking.
I think a Requiem for a Dream platformer would go sick.
That would be fucking terrible, but okay.
I guess.
A bunch of drug addicts. A bunch of drug addicts like woozy vision trying to jump from platform to platform, and they don't know where the fuck they're gonna be. And then they wake up and they were just having a trip and they shat and piss all over themselves.
You guys remember that movie where what is it? Gary Oldman played a little person. Do you know that movie?
Yes, that shit's crazy that he did that.
He's on his knees the whole time. Actually,
yeah.
It is so funny.
It came out like
dude.
the 80s or something.
Yeah, it was like the 80s. It was called like Little Hilarious.
It's called something fucked up like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
dude, the
short little goblin idiots. Dude, I can't remember.
The trailer is outrageous for this movie. Like, sincerely.
What is another movie that came out recently that have a good
movie that came out recently?
The movie's called
Oh yeah, that's it. That's even worse than I remember.
Kickson, I want you to guess what this movie's called. Please.
I don't know, Small Niggas That Play.
No, that's the album. This is the movie's. It was called Tiptoes.
Little short ass nigga on his tiptoes, man.
And it came out, dude.
It came out in 2019.
Guess when it came out. Guess when it came out. Guess
2002.
I mean, yeah, 2003. That's pretty close.
I swear, I thought it was much older.
I thought that was like from the 70s. Dude.
Yeah,
I thought like to do like he is on his tiptoes the whole movie.
Dinklage is in there too.
Dinklage is in there, but he's a secondary. He's a secondary
role.
Look at this fucking image.
That is amazing.
It is so insane.
Batman. We need a Commissioner. What are you doing?
Fucking crazy,
Commissioner.
Look at this.
Unbelievably not okay.
Look at Gary Oldman.
Commissioner, why are you on your knees?
Next to this woman on his knees.
Are you trying to suck me off, Commissioner? What are you doing?
Commissioner, what are you doing?
Batman, I'm a midget now.
The idea of someone that small with long arms like a regular person
Batman.
Reminds me of an
Yeah, like he's
orangutan.
trying. You can tell in the image he's trying to shrink his arms, but it's like you
Batman.
It
can't.
reminds me of an orangutan.
Oh my God, Scarecrow turned you into a midget. We got to do something about
Scarecrow has the capability.
a little person.
That Scarecrow has that abilities in the first place is crazy.
Yeah, he has a.
In the comics, he gets a Yellow Lantern ring, and then they immediately get him, and they were like, "You cannot have this."
that's fear maxing. That is fear maxing.
You remember in Blackest Night, they got him up. They were there with the hurry up, and they were like, "No,
like this guy's gonna destroy the universe.
nope, you're gonna bug."
He's gonna destroy
The
the fucking
niggas in
universe.
Gotham get scared from the wind blowing too hard, bro. He'll be a king in a few hours, bro.
That's great. I was actually thinking about reading all the whole
thing
Yeah.
from the beginning.
Yeah.
I have the omnibuses if you want them. I have all of them. A lot of money spent on that shit, but it was fucking worth it.
Hell yeah.
Favorite DC characters definitely Night Green Lantern. So I was like, not the nigga, the cool one.
Here's a crazy
fuck up.
He's not
question.
the coolest one.
I whatever. Fine.
Wow.
Go ahead.
You got to be joking with this name. Gay Peter Gabriel be like, she blinded me with girl cock. Peter Gabriel. Fucking.
How funny.
That's so weird.
How funny.
There's some weird synchronizations that happen on the show sometimes. Because I don't even think we've brought up Genesis ever, probably.
No.
Like a single time.
Why would we?
Yeah, I don't know. I like Genesis, but like that's wild. She blinded me with girl cock, Ronan.
Pretty cool.
Dear Carl Sagan, Carl Weathers, and Carl Weezer. Jimmy.
What? Who's who?
Remember? I was like,
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
I'll be Carl Weathers. I don't give a fuck.
I guess I'm Carl Sagan.
that's my
I
guy.
guess I'm Weezer, the fucking giant of us, the fucking frailest one.
Do you think people would take to him as well if he was giant and black?
Carl Weezer?
Yeah,
Weezer?
in Jimmy Neutron. Like if he was actually like a character that looked like you.
He would still be a nerd, but he would have a better chance.
He wouldn't be the way he is if he was black.
Yeah, he would.
I feel like so much of him is because he's not not because he's white, because he's not black. He couldn't be that way.
So
if
he
was
couldn't
black.
be like just a giant Urkel.
Urkels don't really exist. I'm like what a real world Urkel is.
Urkels don't exist. They're just,
actually,
you.
My
Like
brother
where,
was close. My brother was close
Really?
to Urkel. He even had the glasses.
I met somebody pretty damn close like a long time ago in Catholic school.
I've never met a real Urkel in my life. I was the Urkel of my like general area.
My brother was
I hit
the
it.
closest because
He was a huge nerd?
He had massive nerd, really smart.
He was
didn't sound like a fucking idiot though.
He was Urkel maxing.
Because
Urkel wasn't like a nerd. Urkel was like,
well, he was a nerd, not a geek. You're a geek. There's apparently the difference.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more of a geek than a nerd.
Geek is
I'm
like
a bit nerdy, but I'm more of a geek
nerds.
than a nerd.
Those science fucks. They're like, like
Nerds like
I made a real pussy out of sand.
out of sand. Yeah, nerd is like they
He's piping it still though. He doesn't give a fuck. His cock is covered in glass. It's coated in glass. He's
He's
fucking
got a
that.
superheated cock
He's
that like
fucking
melts
that
the
hard.
sand into glass. Nerd is like Big Bang Theory is nerd.
Yeah,
and then like
totally.
geek is like D&D. Like geek is like the Stranger Things kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 1000%.
Yeah, there's like a
I kill one of those kids
1000%.
easily.
imagine
easily.
flexing. Imagine being like, I could kill your fucking newborn baby in a minute.
I'd fucking slaughter your baby, you bitch.
I did that.
I could beat up your newborn baby in less than 15 minutes, probably.
I did that on Twitter. I posted a picture of me flexing at the gym, and then I'm like, I don't like showing off, so I was like, I got to make this funny. And I just said I can easily beat up any of your children. I was like, I could easily beat up. And then there was people actually. It kind of went a little viral. People were like, "Why the fuck would you say that?"
Because I could.
Because I could. Am I
Am
wrong?
I lying? I'd beat the fuck out of your newborn son. What? I'd grab him 2-hit combo.
Easy.
Big-
Just left hook.
But anyway,
Hospital.
Jimmy, we've got to answer this question.
All right.
I have an interesting hypothetical. We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
Let's not get ahead of
I
ourselves.
agree with that.
It might be bad.
As part of a medical experiment, you will be paid $200,000 to be diagnosed with penis slap syndrome. You have no idea what this disorder entails, but only that it is incurable. Do you take the money?
No.
Penis slap syndrome. What
No.
is it?
I have like really audible cock slaps. Like if I hit somebody-
$200,000 isn't necessarily enough for me
That's
to
not
be.
money to scoff at. But
That's not money to scoff at, but like to accept the ailments of an unknown disease
Yeah,
that
it's
has
not
anything
right.
to do with my penis. It's kind of a lot.
Well, here's my thing. Since he didn't clarify what it is,
We get to invent it.
yeah,
All right.
and make it not
All
that
right,
bad.
let's see. Yeah, let's see. What would it entail? What would penis slap
every
syndrome
time
entail?
your penis slaps against your thigh, it's actually extremely painful.
Yeah. It like if it so much as touches your thigh, it curls back, winds up, and slaps hard as possible.
Like like if you're running, it'll knock you off kilter and you'll
So-
fly to the
Yeah,
So
side.
we had the opportunity to not make it that severe, and you're like, "Hey, let me."
Well, it's got to be severe for the hypothetical. I want it to be crazy.
I'd get like a me-sized chastity ring so my doesn't slap against my leg.
yeah,
'cause-
yeah, you'd almost have to wear like
keep
a
my neck like completely stationary.
It would have
There
to
you
be
go.
you'd have to zip tie it to your nuts probably.
The idea of zip tying your dick to your nuts and then putting a dome over it and then sealing the dome.
and then you got to put the dome over it so it doesn't.
That's not worth 200,000. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
See, that's why I'm like, nah, fuck y'all. Like, let me think. Like, okay. Was it penis slap?
Yeah.
Penis slap syndrome.
So it's like Tourette's. You have this tick where you have to pull your cock out and slap it, like you have a neurological disorder. So the thing is, you might have to risk being in public, pulling your penis out and slapping it.
that to me sounds worse.
As soon as I feel like coming out, I'd lay down on my fucking stomach.
I gotta go to my great nephew's piano recital.
No shot. You're not going. See, that's what you see. This is when you adopt kilts.
You have to wear boxing gloves so you can't do it.
No, but then you just punch your dick instead. Because I think it's
No,
all the
you
urge
have to
don't.
take it out.
You have to take it out. Yeah.
And while the urge of you taking it out subsides,
And if you can't do it, you start panicking.
Oh,
You
so
start-
that's the thing. Like, so it's more about exposing your penis. Isn't that? Like,
you've seen Ray with Gay Charles with Jamie Foxx,
yeah.
where he's like,
Oh,
he
when he
gets
gets
sick
all-
and he goes and he throws up. That's you if you can't take your penis out and
You start
slap
doing
it.
that thing. You know
That's-
that.
okay,
You know those
that's
videos
worse.
of those videos of dogs mourning their dead owners, where they're like
Oh yeah, they're by the yeah. That's
they're seizing up and scared. But you're doing that with boxing gloves.
that because
You're like, let me slap my dick, please.
you're at your nephew's recital.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
while
at
it's
your-
happening.
People are holding
yeah.
you down. People are holding you down, and you're out wrestling like 8 people.
And your
a
sister's
bit.
like, why do I keep bringing you?
Damn it,
Why-
Uncle Chris!
Why do you?
You keep ruining the function.
Please stop coming.
Chris, please put your dick. I can't.
I can't.
200,000.
It's like asking me to stop saying the N word if I had Tourette's. I can't. It's just
And say you say
he
it.
just starts saying it.
I have Tourette's too.
$200,000 is like that's a lot of money, but like after taxes, it gets cut
There's
down.
no taxes, Chris.
There's always taxes.
no. If you're just gonna get money, there's no taxes.
Cold cash that
I
you're
don't
not
believe
telling
that.
the government. If the government's not aware of that somebody's handing you that money, you
If there's
get
no
away with it.
paper trail for the money, you can keep without the government finding out anything. Literally,
Whatever, man. I just don't believe that.
that's what my family. That's what people I know do.
Well, we're just gonna say it's 200 after tax.
Okay, 200 after tax. That's a lot still, but I don't know, man. That's for a lifelong ailment like that to be centered around my cock.
Yeah.
What if I'm in the middle of fucking?
You pull out of her,
You gotta like bam.
but after that, your dick hurts, and you're like, I can't keep going anymore.
I'll keep going, man.
Sweetums, I'm sorry. Pass
and
out.
You snore so hard, lean back so hard, you fall through your bed. You go straight into your fucking mattress, and you're on the floor now.
Like dropping a wet weight in a paper bag.
Yeah, you could be a Chad and cut your dick off, and then just buy like a 10,000 prosthetic one.
Chad.
Be like a Chad.
Waste
Chad
all the
shit.
money. Waste all the money that you
10,000.
just got on the dick.
You invest $10,000, and
Fucking
now you still have
chrome
$290,000 to do what you please. with.
190,000.
And you have. Oh, sorry, I was thinking. Yeah, it's 190,000.
My chrome cock. Now that I have my metallic chrome cock, that is prehensile, like a monkey's tail. I can give you the best fuck of your life, and
That's
it's like,
cool.
no, don't touch me with your robo penis. I'm, like,
I'm gonna fuck you. I'm gonna go fuck some bitch that wants to be in the future. Like fuck
I'm
you.
gonna go fuck some prostitute
like-
so she dies. Have fun.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
all right, we got
Banger.
we got a good one here. Putting blackface on my light bulbs wrote in. He said, "Good morrow, lads. This is actually a question my girlfriend keeps asking me. before scribbling on her hand and scampering off mysteriously. Which looks better aesthetically? No nipples or no nails? Does your answer change depending on gender? Long days and pleasant nights, fellas.
I think nipples are such an intrinsic part of breasts that without nipples, I don't think I'd like breasts as much.
It does change with the sex for sure, because a woman without nipples is just it's hilarious.
Something's missing.
That shit's not. It's
I've
not
seen
enjoyable
women without
anymore.
nipples. They get them surgically removed, and it's fucking weird.
It's pretty
strange. Yeah.
I didn't stop jacking off, but like,
Yeah, you kept
it's
going. You powered
strange.
through. Yeah,
you're like, oh man,
yeah, you powered through. I
now
understand.
I gotta sit on my hand.
But does that imply? I don't know. That really is kind of like a duet situation, though, right? Because would you rather? Here's a question, a side question to this. Would you trade away the fat of the boob for just the nipple?
No, absolutely.
No, of course
then
not.
it's just the flat chest. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So you would, but you wouldn't do the opposite, would you? Also, it's kind of like they're like Hall & Oates.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's actually a good. Yeah, because I don't even know their full names. It's Hall and
You're not
Oates.
going to go to a John Oates concert.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was John Oates. I wouldn't even know.
I don't even know if that's true.
I think it is John. I think it is John.
Is it really? That's just a guess. It's
I
like
wonder
a
if-
Master Chief ass
I think
guess.
it's Jimmy Hall and John Oates.
That can't
Jimmy
be.
Hall
I
and
think,
John.
I think it might be
It's
Jimmy
not
Hall.
Jimmy
I
Hall.
think it might be. I
Hall
could
and
be.
Jimmy
I could be
Hall.
wrong.
They're like
I could be
fucking
wrong.
bandits.
Though.
Actually, no Hall's name. The Daryl Hall. I think.
Yeah, they
is
sound
his
like
name.
bandits. There's Jimmy Hall and John Oates.
Jimmy Hall and John Oates. That's a very like Billy the Kid or whatever.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, it sounds like that.
It's
Wild
Daryl
West
Hall
shit.
and John Oates. Yeah, Daryl.
At least it's
Daryl. I
actually
knew
John,
that.
though.
I only know that though because of the lawsuit that they were having with each other.
Oh.
They're suing each other over their discography or something.
Yeah, that sucks.
So sad.
So stupid.
Put
Like your
your penis in my
You're gonna have a
hand.
second wind or something. You're Hall and Oates. It's over. just live coast on
Yeah.
what you got. Like, are
Yeah.
you crazy?
You're
I'm
out of touch.
people are crazy. You're probably still making a shitload of money.
Yeah, like
just let
even
it
as a
be.
joint group, you're probably
Yeah.
like
Just
so.
let it be.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about
I don't know. I would just I feel like if tits don't have nipples, I don't care about them anymore.
yeah, it's
Like instantly.
it needs it.
I don't
want
wanna
to.
suck
They gotta
them
be.
no
They
more.
gotta be
Yeah, but
together.
It's like sucking on the bottom of a foot, you know?
Yeah,
It's like,
like,
what the fuck am I
suck
Yeah,
doing
but at the
here?
same time, the nipple as it is, it's kind of like but in isolation, the nipple is a very whatever thing.
I know,
oh,
but
yeah,
I'd
'cause
rather-
when I see him on a guy, I'm just like,
Even a close up of a girl's nipple is very like fucking okay. Who cares? You know what I mean?
in tandem with the boob, it works. But what happens is if you would you suck on a nippleless tit?
I guess.
not really.
There
'cause
wouldn't really be anything there, I guess.
Where am I sucking?
You suck the
where
nipple.
am I?
Well, it would be like a neck
you're
thing.
literally-
I
more.
have to suck her dick.
You're sexually nursing, and so you can't you can't do that with a lack of nipple. It just kind of defeats the purpose.
But okay, well let's move
especially
on.
since the stimulation's there.
But let's move on. Well, let's move on to the nails though,
yeah.
because that's always visible. You know what I mean? Like that's everybody.
I think nailless is dangerous. I think also
I think I can.
Why would it be dangerous?
because I feel like the nails protect your hands to a little degree.
I don't know.
What the hell are you talking about?
Like not your hand, your finger, your
Well,
fingertips.
it feels very weird without the nail because I've had it before. My nail had to grow back.
Yeah, but that's in the context of you losing
You
a nail that
losing it,
should have
exactly.
been there. Like
So if it was
you just,
always like
if you
that.
just didn't.
you just
Oh my god, that's so gross. Picking your nails out like that.
That's a bloody mess.
then
I
they
have a
grow
really
back way
visceral-
longer.
I have a really visceral like apprehensive reaction to that. Like I feel that's like the nails on the chalkboard to me.
Yeah.
Anything with like nails coming off.
Oh yeah. Do you ever
I
see
just
the,
did that to myself recently, like, where like I hit my toenail, my big toenail, and like it like bent in the middle, and it like fucking.
Do
I
yourself a
just rip
favor.
it off.
Do yourself a favor. Go watch the reboot. I think it came out in like 2005. The reboot of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's okay.
And there's this dude is running through the fields, like where the sheets are hung up, and then motherfucker somehow just Houdini appears and cuts his leg off, and then so he's dragging him back down into the cellar, and then he clings onto it, and you see his nails pop off.
Yeah.
That's the worst part of the movie.
Yeah,
Not
that's-
him, not the people getting cut up or anything. Like not dudes being hung by
saw
mud hooks.
What really bothers me is that like
Cool.
Whoa.
Thanks, bro.
That doesn't even make sense. But yeah.
what bothers me about those movies is that those people are so stupid, like so uselessly stupid, dude.
Of course they are.
Like, I was like, until they made him like Michael Myers, like a fucking magical creature, I would have shot him. Then I went for his head. I would have chopped his head off immediately.
There's a lot of things.
I would have chopped his head off, and I'd be like, now this is not a problem, and I would send it. I would throw it in Tibet or some shit.
Look,
I'd go over a helicopter, and I would throw over a volcano.
I like the original just because that bitch just runs, and I'm like, oh, finally somebody just runs away from the problem and not like gets because they try to do it again.
Is it Weaver? Is this no?
What?
Who's the girl from the fucking famous woman from Michael Myers? The what's her name? Michelle.
Oh my god! No, don't stop! Don't do that. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Don't do it.
Yeah, because
don't confuse me.
When you start putting names in, like it'll like
You do that. You implant like fake truths into stories, and then it decombobulates the person as they're talking.
like,
my wrongness makes other people
like
not
it'll
as
start
good as
surfacing, and then you'll insert something and block it. Like,
You know what it's like? It's almost like like water displacement type deal, where like there's a tub and it's full of the right name, but then you drop like a fucking anvil in it, and all of the right thing falls out of it.
And it's mostly wrong at that moment.
Now it's mostly wrong, and there's like I can still I think the right answer's still there, but it's like at the edges, and like it's all spilled all over the room.
You can't put the two parts of the right name together.
No, it's all split.
Come.
That was one of the first songs I learned how to play on piano.
Yeah, it's very
That's
easy.
a good one.
Yeah, it's super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
I would love to be one of those motherfuckers that created something that an iconic jingle.
Yeah,
One of the motherfuckers that like sort of kills a town full of people. I was like, oh,
Except
that's
for that one
crazy.
nigga that the Jason guy. Fuck that guy, because it's just. I'm like,
I mean, that's kind of awesome though. It's not music, but it's like to make an iconic sound like that is really dope.
I was like, I could do better.
What's Freddie Mercury's theme? Well, not Freddie Mercury. Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger's?
What are you doing?
Oh, well,
was that Larry Bird?
1, 2, Freddy.
That's Larry Bird getting.
Yes, Larry
That's
Bird.
Larry Bird getting onto the field.
Yeah. So he shows
The basketball
up.
field.
They land.
They're just annoyed. They can't even focus. They can't even play. It's just like,
There comes Larry Bird.
Larry the Bird.
Larry the Bird.
Larry parentheses the Bird on the court. They're baseball announcers now.
yeah.
This is my only context for announcers in sports.
Do you think?
Larry the Bird.
Larry the Bird.
Chris, do you think if you got all of our group of friends, right?
Yeah.
Do you think we'd be able to kill Jason or Michael Myers?
Yeah, I think so, because we wouldn't make mistakes.
Well, Michael
We would
Myers
all stay in the same. First of all, we wouldn't split up or anything. We would gang up on him, I think.
Michael Myers is invincible.
Yeah, he is technically.
Jason Voorhees can be dealt with.
No. Jason Voorhees is invincible, actually.
Well, he just
He's
keeps
the ghoul.
he
He's the
keeps
ghoul.
getting stupidly resurrected. So all you got to do is keep him away from electricity, and he's fine.
Well, no. Remember that black.
throw
do you
water
remember,
in his
remember
face.
3? Do you remember? Do you remember the third one?
3.
The third one, like black ink went in some nigga, and then he became him. Swear to God. Swear on my life.
I
was
don't
like,
know if that's true.
I swear, like the third one, some black ink that was
I just
his
remember
darkness.
electricity resurrecting him each time. Like I think in the
He
second
gets struck
movie,
by lightning.
he was under the lake, and then like one of those cables that like power cables, like and he was like, oh, he gets struck by lightning in like the 6th one, I think.
Imagine you just
Some
intercept the
motherfuckers-
lightning.
He had
and then you get power.
This motherfucker had an unguarded fucking coffin. Like nobody thought to like it's so somebody takes it up and then they stab him because they're like, fuck you, Jason, and then lightning strikes and he resurrects. And I'm like, are you fucking why would that just be casually there?
He would have been shot into space. Literally, they would have shot him into space.
Yeah, he would have been shot into like the sun or something. But the thing about
They're not letting that guy come back.
it is kind of weird that at that point in time, for whatever reason, we just gave our monsters like government names.
yeah.
Like it's just like, this is the monster, Jason.
Jason Voorhees.
Well, it's the nature of they're supposed to be people. That
definitely
become,
makes
like,
I understand it, but it
creepier.
is it always made it sillier to me because it's just like, oh, there's
You know, what's scary. My uncle. His name is Donovan. Like what the fuck? Like it's terrifying.
it's just the idea of somebody giving like a almost like a horror movie speech about like this evil entity, and then it's just like Jim.
Yeah,
We should do a
Jim
Shambo
Bob.
about a horror movie. Or it's a Snark
Write
Tank
our own horror movie.
No,
Yeah.
that would be fun.
That would be a lot of fun. That would be a
Yeah.
good idea.
That'd be very fun.
We gotta decide who dies first out of us, though.
Yeah, we also got
I'd
to
die first.
we got to decide the villain, like Jim
It'll be
Drew.
It'll be what's his name? It'll be bald guy cap on his head. He'd gain like a bunch of murderous intent and he'd come after us.
Wait, who?
Who? What are you talking
Ian
about?
Mouse? No, Ian Mouse. The guy, the beanie guy.
Tim Pool?
Yeah,
Oh,
Tim Pool.
Tim
The
Pool
people you
becomes
confuse with each other are so fascinating. Let's move on to the next question.
Tim Pool, dude, I love that. Tim Pool's serial murder would be
All right,
fun.
last question, and then we'll We'll book it. Halo Teabag wrote in. He says, "Sup, 3 blind mice. Long-time listener, first-time commenter. Welcome aboard.
Hell yeah.
My question is, there's a lot of really bad faith media criticism going around these days, and I'm curious to know what is the worst piece of criticism you've ever heard for something that you like."
Oh, shit. I got some.
I feel like you have stuff
I
immediately.
got some tech, yeah.
I probably provided you with some of it.
I got some bad tech for sure.
Yeah.
So recently in the Star Wars, the movie Acolyte, the show Acolyte, right? It takes place a few hundred years before. Get out of here.
I'm sorry. It's fun. It's fun to do live.
Get out of here.
It is pretty cool.
So what happens is there was fucking twat. There was a moment where they
Don't disrespect them.
twat.
Thank you.
Twat. You fucking twat, you twigger. Did you just say you twigger?
Twigger. Oh man.
There's so much moldability there,
Dude, you're fucking nigmaxing, dude.
You're Igor-maxing.
Yeah, that's more accurate. That's way more accurate. Igor-maxing.
That is so Monkey D. Luffy bananas, man. But yeah, so there was a moment where so granted it was 2 lesbian characters, so people were already mad about that.
Oh, woke.
Them using the Force created 2 twins, right?
Okay.
Similar way to Anakin was born. Anakin was created by the Force as well. The problem, which is I think that's dumb in its own.
Of course
means,
it is. Of course it is.
But it's he's the prodigal son. He's Jesus Christ, literally, of the universe.
Sure,
so that's
of
why.
Of course.
It's all magic to begin with. So fuck it. Motherfuckers can throw people across rooms, but creating life is that crazy to them, which is insane. There's motherfuckers that are literally aliens.
Yeah,
it's all that. It's but what people
total
it was people draw their lines at, right?
Yeah.
So what happened is that there's a character named Darth Plagueis. Darth Plagueis is the person that was the
Wise?
Yes. In fact, that's crazy. But
you play KOTOR, didn't?
No, I just know that meme.
Oh, KOTOR. He's heavily mentioned in KOTOR.
I didn't
think
finish.
Is he in it or no? He's not in it, right? He's mentioned a lot.
Plagueis is in it.
I didn't finish KOTOR because it broke on me.
That game's a great game, dude.
There was like a thing you needed to like specific armor or like a garb you needed to use to disguise yourself to get in. It was like super early, and then I died in the sneak mission, and then when I respawned, it just wasn't there. So I was just like, oh,
that's right.
So
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I was really disappointed too because dude, it's crazy too because that's a game that I have no nostalgia for at all. I don't even like Star Wars really.
Yeah,
didn't play it as a kid, and I was liking it even though it was like super jank. I liked it anyway, but then it was like.
Yeah,
it broke, and at that point I was like,
"That's fucking hilarious."
I'll find maybe at some point later I'll play it again, but
yeah.
But so let me continue. Right, so Darth Plagueis the Wise finds a way to be able to manipulate the Force using keeping people alive in perpetuity.
Yeah.
He finds a ritual to do it and combines it with science. So my assumption is that the ritual that he used was the ritual that they used to create life in the Force.
Yeah.
He probably just modified it scientifically. But everybody got so fucking mad, and I was just like, why don't you just kind of fill in context clues and figure out this might have something to do with other things? Anakin got made by the Force. Like, Anakin special is like, yes, but he's still the chosen one. But this might have been a similar means of creating life as well. Like, one doesn't nullify the other exactly.
So I'm assuming the people that are complaining, they just have no knowledge of any of that.
Oh no, they
don't.
They don't know the real story of Star Wars.
Yeah, and
there's so many moments where shit in Star Wars is like fucking wildly fantastical out of the point where it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be like, all right, cool, this world is bigger than the characters that exist that we've seen in the movies. And that's another problem as well. People don't understand the world is much bigger than like the Skywalkers. They're very important. Don't get me wrong. They're like the most Force attuned people, but it's a galaxy of people.
I personally don't give a shit about the Skywalker lineage.
I'm done with them.
Yeah. I will say
Luke beat Vader. I'm done now.
yeah.
That's it.
I will say though,
it's like still caring about Larry Bird, like what he's doing.
Exactly. It's over. It's done.
It's over.
We're done with the 80s.
He laid an egg on the court, and then he got court-martialed.
There's so many other characters. You got court-martialed for laying an egg.
You're not supposed to lay eggs.
That's sexual harassment, right?
You're not supposed to lay eggs on the basketball field.
He sat
That's
down.
the number.
He bent forward when the catch was like, "What is Larry doing?"
Literally,
he bent over. I just quick shot an egg.
Well, it seems like Larry Bird is giving birth. This is a code 7 violation.
Is that giving birth? A laying egg? No, right? It's a laying egg.
It's not.
It not is though.
It not is.
It's something like that.
It's definitely sexual in nature, but like it's not done right. It's not done being a
I
thing.
mean,
Do you have to like come on the egg? I don't understand. How's that
I
work?
think they bust on the egg.
Do they? Yeah. You like come on and then it
They
seeps
bukkake
into the egg.
and then they're like, that's gonna be my son in a few months.
So like if we busted on eggs,
imagine not.
Let's not.
Imagine having that little of an understanding about like what an egg is, and how, like the idea is like women are just full of like finished eggs, right? Like
Yeah.
shells, and then you just have to
So I
like.
cut her open and I bust on the eggs, right? And then just babies, and
that's
it's like
crazy.
murder by
Is that what
sheer
Is that what Jack the
ignorance.
Ripper was trying to do? I think he was like, look, if the sperm, if I think from my understanding, because they say that they think he's like a physician or something. They thought he was like a really smart
like
guy.
he was a doctor or something.
He was just like, like, can I speed the process up by just coming directly on the
Can you imagine
eggs?
he was accidentally killing women?
Yeah,
He was like they came to him for surgery, but like it was just so like fucking ancient, like rudimentary technology that he was just
Or he
killing
just,
him.
He just had a pair of scissors, and every time he sees them, he gets scared. He's like, ah!
just
Like,
completely
slashes them up.
disembowels them and then cuts them to
No,
people. Oh,
why does this keep happening?
My favorite headcanon about that entire scenario. I think I might have said this on the show before, but I love it. Is the idea that like nobody ever knew who Jack the Ripper was. That's like a big thing about him. It's like it's one of the biggest unsolved crimes in the world.
right.
And so they named him Jack the Ripper. But like it's really funny for me to imagine that
name was
his name
actually
really
Jack.
was Jack.
Jack
And
Ripper.
that freaked him the fuck out that they just
Yeah,
named
he's
him
like,
that.
oh shit!
He's
What a
like, oh my
coincidence.
god, I gotta stop.
He stopped.
And that's why he stopped.
He's like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? My name is Jack
His name
Ripper,
was,
actually.
Yeah, his name is.
My name is literally Jack Ripper. That's crazy.
Jackalus the Ripper.
And everybody's like, it's you, isn't it?
I swear to God.
Hey, you
yes,
in it.
but no.
No, it's not.
yes, but not the right way.
They're stupid as fuck to the point where you probably convince them like, no, it wasn't me. I know we have the same
It's
name.
you, isn't it?
Huge coincidence.
Bend him over, bloke.
Well,
Let's
all
give
right.
him a good tussling, eh? And they bang him till he falls
That would be-
asleep.
I don't know, man.
Wait, and we just lost that lore, like that they found him, they fucked him to death, and then they just and that just got lost in lore. Now we think we never
That's
knew who he
it.
was.
That's it. They fucking broke his spine.
No,
They
mate,
fucked
we
him hard.
knew exactly who he was. His name was Jack the Ripper.
His name was Jack Ripper.
His name was Jack Ripper. We fucked him
We-
till he was
we-
bloody, and then we left him in the middle of a
And
fucking field
we
somewhere.
fucking sorted it out. And you fucking Yanks thought we never figured it out.
Yeah, we fucked him until he looked a little bit like pillow sheets.
That
What's the
is-
big deal?
That's so barbaric.
Formless without form. Bones broken, turned to dust and ashes. Big deal.
Look,
Who cares?
not too savage in it.
not
Nothing
too
too wrong with it. Huh?
You've never fucked somebody till their bones disintegrated?
You never
He's
fucked
Australian.
You never,
Get a little bit.
you never fucked the town dog until it turned into a person. Eh?
You've never fucked the town Gorgon. Is that
the
what you
town,
said?
not a town dog.
You heard Gorgon?
I heard Gorgon like,
The
oh, there's a town.
town-
Imagine there was a town Gorgon.
Jesus Christ! Until it turns human.
Just
Oh
a
my God,
regular
it is
bloke.
So much.
We didn't mention this.
speed.
Did you fucking see that Gordon Ramsay got into like that
Oh my
motorcycle
God.
accident?
Yeah, he looked like he got infected by the darkness. He has a bunch of black parts of him.
It wasn't a motorcycle.
It was a bike.
what-
He's a cyclist.
Oh, he's just on a bike?
He bicycles. Yeah, he's a cyclist.
Man.
That's why he's in such good shape at his age.
And he was just like, the problem was he was cooking a lobster dinner.
Lobster bisque. Fantastic chaw.
He was on the freeway. He's trying to have a pot of lobsters.
He has a mini oven on a go. It's fucking. He got a generator on the back of his bike. He's
There's a
fucking.
generator on his backpack.
You got to get that nice brown sear. He's weaving. He's like,
He's causing so many accidents.
fuck are you doing? Look, pay attention to the fucking road.
While he's doing that, he gets hit with another. There's a point that it got so bad that there were cars that literally merged. That's how bad the
They
accidents were.
got paid
A
fucking.
car was a freaking multiplication symbol. It's like, what the fuck?
He's caused so much death, and finally a hero cop like did a pit maneuver to take him out. He's like, he got him.
And the cop
he's
dies.
like, oh, yeah,
and the
he
cop
died.
dies and he knows, I gotta stop it.
He died. He sacrificed himself.
Hit maneuvering a bicycle.
Bicycle.
Crazy.
it's so unnecessary.
And then the driver died.
And then Gordon Ramsay just gets a little bruised side.
He
That's
gets his
it.
and he's like,
After
oh,
he
my
killed
bisque.
He
Oh,
killed-
look, it's saved. He goes, he picks it up.
the fucking
The
pot. is
pot
fine.
lands, the oven's perfectly fine. He has a skull. He's like,
My bisque is ruined.
Oh yeah,
and he goes, he starts
little
cursing
hat.
at the dead body.
He's talking like he's doing the narration for his episode.
Oh,
I don't know what I need to do here.
The bisque
Everyone's so fucking stupid.
is ruined.
Oh my god.
I don't know if it'll be
I'm
possible to salvage this
This is
bisque.
completely unsalvageable.
He goes over to the cop's
I'm
body
losing
and he
my
starts.
balance on the bike as well.
He's making risotto. This motherfucker has
risotto.
fucking rice.
He's making it while
He's two-handing, not even on the fucking.
No. He's holding one hand with the bike, and then the risotto signs on his shoulder.
He
And
fucking
he's
like
just
he puts the fucking. He's trying to.
stirring the fucking pot like it's insanity.
I'm doing my best, but my best might not just be enough.
And
And then the pit maneuver. Oh, I've fallen.
I fall.
The person that has been over is in such bad shape. His hand is inside his skull, and his fingers come out his eyeball sockets.
Did you see?
It's destroyed.
He's in the car, but he's like. he's petrified. Like he's
Petrified, like a magical spell.
He's just like perma British, like just like.
He
rock.
took so much damage that he seized in it, and he's stuck this way.
Like if you see his body, like an exhumed mummy. If you see his body, you know he's British. Even like hundreds of years later, he's just so.
That shit's crazy though.
They do the thing, forget his voice. Oi.
He replicated his body.
Gordon Ramsay's entire body is just like tenderized, dude. It's crazy.
He looks hurt, dude.
But he gets up like like a.
I actually felt bad for him. Like, it was that video where he's like his hand's shaking. And
Oh
shit.
yeah, he was fucked.
There's
up.
nerve
He got
damage.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Dude. His whole he looked like somebody painted him. Like it just
Yeah,
painted
dude.
purple
I'll
paint.
never season anything again.
You fucking cunt. You ruined everything.
That's crazy. I hope they bring it up in because me and JoJo watch Hell's Kitchen.
Do they still make new seasons?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
I
like up to
Gordon Ramsay a
22
lot.
or something.
He's an entertaining guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And there's
Lily loves that show. I fucking don't know why.
I really
dude.
do like
It's
of
great.
the reality shows that I've seen. I really do like the cooking ones.
It's fun.
Like where there's something about it. Also, I feel like I pick up some stuff.
I mean,
actually
I've,
learned a little
I've
bit.
learned how to make risotto
Yeah.
from watching that fucking show.
Oh, for sure, it teaches you stuff, but like, also, fuck it, you know?
All right.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So there's a Star Wars stuff for you then.
Oh
Yeah, for me, it's Star
oh
Wars.
yeah, and this is actually a perfect.
Oh, yeah.
it's a perfect time to bring up the boys because that's what the
there you
criticism, those people criticizing that. They're in the same vein as the same thing that you were talking about is I guess the people that are watching the seasons prior just didn't really understand what
It's
the boys was about.
Because the people that are watching are psychopaths and they get vindicated by Homelander's
There's
insane,
it's the same thing. What happened
monstrous
to
behavior.
what's his
'cause
name? Rorschach. It's the
Yeah.
same thing happened to Rorschach.
The people that
Yeah, I know.
when that shit happened,
Yeah.
I was like people that like the Punisher.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you guys?
Yeah. Dude, our cops wear Punisher fucking gear, and I'm like,
It's
oh
really
my
funny.
god,
Punisher literally kills crooked cops. Actually,
he's a fucking he's a psychopath.
he would have killed Chavez. Actually, he probably would have murdered him.
he is so casually fine with killing people that thinks that need be killing, and that's not a good thing.
Things that need to be killing.
It's right, but the wrong way.
I know
But it's
you're
right.
I just like that. Things that need to be killing.
It's insane.
Yeah,
It's like
and then okay, obviously Homelander is insane. Obviously Homelander is
Rorschach. And people are like Rorschach. In the show, even in the show, the people that fucking decided to follow Rorschach, and it's like, did you guys not know Rorschach would have hated y'all?
It really just, dude. It
media criticism is rough because like I feel like there's a lot of people with a lot of influence and a lot of reach who don't really understand how to do the job that they've fallen into. And what I mean by that is like there's a lot of people who are media critics who aren't actually trained media critics. They just kind of have a lot of attention.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
It's like
they blew
people
up.
that talk about political like people that do fucking political stuff, and they don't really know what
yeah,
politics
they
are.
just blew up.
They don't
And
know
then-
exactly
Right,
what they're
right.
talking about. And the thing is that those things need to be
I would be in
handled
that
with
category
tact.
too, by the way. Like I have no business really covering politics.
And that's
it's
why
I
you took a
don't.
step away from it. That's
Well,
why you,
I just wasn't. Also, like
However,
I was joking. Like
you
I
have-
treated it specifically like a comedy, like a joke
Right,
thing.
right.
I was never like, oh, here I am. I'm
But
a voice for
However,
you. But
you
what-
have the capacity to learn if you wanted to.
I could, I guess, but
That's
I
the
hate.
thing.
I hate
I think
it.
that's the difference, though.
Yeah.
The difference between a lot of these people that are making these criticisms, I think they're I don't want to say I know, but I think that they're very stupid.
I think
I
what
think they're
happens, a lot
very
of them
fucking
haven't
stupid.
taken a moment to take a step back and look at the
I don't think they have the
stuff.
capacity to do it
I think it's so easy
because
to
I
do
think
it.
it's too obvious. Look, we're not brilliant people.
I agree.
fucking obvious.
It's
like I'm watching The Boys season 1. I just started over
from the very beginning.
From the very beginning, you immediately realize how much of a piece of shit Homelander is. But he makes a comment about A-Train and how Translucent is more valuable than all of A-Train's people. And you're like, that's fucking like episode 2 or something.
That's
you're
objective racism.
That is incredibly racist thing to say. I'm like, you identify with this guy? And maybe they do. But I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of people, and then the whole like, say taking on religion and cult-like mentality and being at that. There's a lot of stuff that they've clearly, that if you were, say, anywhere center right, you would probably have a problem with this show. But they didn't.
Because the media literacy is like a problem.
Yeah, right, 100%.
And that's, because there was an episode last season where they're like, it's literally that meme where he's going around and where Homelander's looking around and it's like, oh, they liked it?
Oh, yeah,
it's like, that's literally,
yeah.
That is, you couldn't get more transparent than
1,000%.
But
and,
I don't know. I notice it a lot. Like, even outside of the realm of politics, it's just like people don't really, when you're looking at something seriously, you have to kind of not necessarily remove yourself from it, but there is a layer of consideration that needs to be taken into it. Like, my answer is like, it's not anything as serious or as crazy as you guys, but it's specifically, I guess, revolving around criticism of certain games and like what certain games are supposed to do versus what people expect them to do or what people like want them to do that they don't do, or like they're placing like, why can't, like, oh, there's it's almost like that was that IGN thing where it was like this game was like 7 out of 10 too much water or something.
Yeah.
That was like a joke or whatever.
Pokemon game.
Yeah. It's just like I know what you're saying, but it's like a bad it's a bad criticism. But I think about Destiny a lot in that regard, because there are people like, oh, I still have people in like whenever I stream it, there's like, Destiny, why are you still playing Destiny? Destiny has no story. And I'm like, that's crazy, because like the same people will be like, oh, I love Dark Souls or Demon Souls.
Yeah.
The story's there.
It's a bit
dude.
of distance in
it's
like in
under
what
you have to dig for it, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Well, and if you're not understanding that,
personally,
that's like
gotten very better at that though. Like, it's gotten way better at showing you the story up front now.
Right,
but the point is that people saying there's not a story.
Right, but
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, dude, come on. It's been like, that hasn't been true for like maybe like 7 years at this point. Like, relax. And it's like, I don't know.
For me,
it's not
very
honest, I guess.
Very reactionary too. It's like they think they've had their impression of something, and then it's just stuck that way.
My idea is that a lot of people are getting really on this the woke train, the DEI.
It's
train.
DEI now. Yeah, that's a new thing. Yeah,
and it really confuses me, because it's like,
what's confusing?
We live in a world that's so transparently, wildly different, right? That when a person of color shows up in something, that makes sense. It just makes, like, if there's a world of humans, why would there not be different colored humans in the world?
That kind of makes me angry.
Well, those people, the people that look, they don't believe that.
They don't believe that there's other people.
No, not that.
They don't believe black people aren't real. They're white people that are just sick.
That is way fucking funnier.
That's definitely
that is so funny.
They're just sick.
Yeah, that's actually
Well, what do you mean, sir? I'm black. He's like, I don't believe you.
No, you're not.
What are you?
What are you talking about?
Well, no, I didn't know his eyes. He realized it. You're black.
Screams.
Nah, dude. I'm just saying that the people that say shit like that, like they called the mayor of Baltimore DEI mayor.
Yeah,
like a black fucking city. Like like it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, I know you don't believe this. You can't, because that information is so wrong. You've just been taught it. Somebody relayed this to you. You can't possibly think that's a DEI thing because you don't know anything about Baltimore. You don't know anything about that mayor. Somebody just said DEI, and now that there's a black mayor,
they think
DEI.
they think the world is Twitter.
Yeah,
they think that he got that position because like people like voted on a poll or something, and like it's not how that works.
It's like it doesn't, like, a character being a color doesn't mean not I understand that there was a lot of time where they did a lot of interjecting characters that were coloring things.
No, but it was fine though.
No, and they did a good time creating the characters. You know. Okay. So oftentimes the characters of color or of different sexual orientations fall to the wayside based on the construction of them. You know. Yeah, and that's happened quite a bit.
Sure,
you know?
Sure.
The issue now, though, is that now it's like a universal problem where it's like now we have like, now you can't really, it really sucks that like media companies have figured this out, because now there's no real legit criticism anywhere now, because now you can fully bet on people overreacting to stuff that you weren't even planning as like a political thing. You know what I mean? Like you will just cast a show normally, and then you can bet that there will be like a bunch of people angry about it, and that's free marketing, and then people will take advantage of that. They'll be like, oh, look at how woke we are. Or look
Yeah.
at how fucking progressive we are. We've got like this amazing cat, and people we're upsetting people with our fucking awesome casting.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
now it's used as and now like that bullshit outrage that's like profiting the
You're
people
right.
who profit from it is now acting like it's like a marketing wing for the fucking companies.
They did that
make
with
it.
Dragon Age, dude.
They did that with Ghostbusters.
Oh,
It's dangerous.
It's so
dangerous
annoying.
now. It's just to the point now where like you write a story, right, and you're like, oh, I envision this character being like this, and if you add him like that, people be like, that's woke, and it's like, no, this is the person that fits the character I
Dude,
created.
Dude, the problem.
It's
This goes back all the way to the Ghostbusters 2016 thing, where it's like the problem with Ghostbusters 2016 wasn't that it was an all-female cast at all.
That was part of the
problem was that it was a stupid idea, and that they were pretending like that was some feat.
Yeah.
Like that was like some amazing fucking thing.
Nobody asked for it.
Nobody asked for it.
Nobody's asked for Ghostbusters ever again because those movies are stupid.
Ghostbusters is a bad idea.
A lot of people like them.
I appreciate.
Whomst.
I think the
Dude.
first Ghostbusters is a fun movie.
I think 1 and 2 are
it's
cool.
very. The second was terrible.
I was fun.
It's bad.
Whatever. I watched the new one. It's look at.
It's also terrible.
It's one of those things where it's like, well, they obviously heavily pump with nostalgia, but it has the like you say let's try to make it kind of woke too, you know, like
Yeah.
that, like the
But it's all
outrage
performative.
sells.
It's all
Even like-
Even though that shit bombed, but because nobody
Yeah.
wanted to see it, the 2016 one,
yeah.
nobody wanted to see
It
it.
bothers me because it's like what like I can't like I don't know like if I write a story, right, and I have like a fucking a white show lead, right,
Yeah.
and I write a story and like I really particularly want a black character to be this character, right,
Yeah.
no matter what, I'm like, that's woke because in this world think of the fact that there is one black person in Star Wars universe.
It's
It's
just all.
stupid.
Well, yeah,
That's crazy.
it's
There's
all unserious.
one.
Yeah, but
It's
my counter argument to that is
Why-
that,
why-
is that
Well, there's two now.
There should be fewer.
There should be a lesser number than zero.
I think there's two now, right? Isn't there two?
There was Lando.
Uh-huh.
And
There's
there's
Lando
three. There's
Calrissian
three.
and there's
Finn.
Candle
There's three.
There's
Calrissian.
Lando. There's
And then Mace.
Lando. There's Mace. There's Finn, and then there's Niggy. Niggy the Black.
That is not real.
Negro.
That sounds. You know, what's
Negro.
cra-
Technically, Ahsoka Tano's hinted
that's
at
like
being
a
black.
J.K. Rowling
Oh,
name.
okay. Yeah.
It's like if J.K. Rowling made Star Wars, that would be like that would be
Totally.
like,
Nicky Swiftfoot. He's just the fastest character by far, and it's like, why?
Look, man,
Harry.
it sucks that like it's the people that are so you have the vast majority of people, like 90-something% of people that are just dumb as fuck and they'll believe anything, and then there's the people that are feeding them information that are aware.
Yeah.
But they're
aware-
still stupid.
They're stupid.
I think
but
most
they're,
people-
but they're aware. They know if they accuse everything of being woke, they're gonna get clicks. So even when they know
Yeah, I
something
know,
isn't
right.
woke, like say even when it's an original idea, like oh here's this indie game that stars this like African kid or whatever, woke, and it's like
It's woke.
what does that mean? Like how could that possibly be
It
woke?
takes place in Africa.
It is
South
it is-
Africa has white people.
It's like
Yeah,
they're
I
just
just-
everything they
Yeah.
can think of. That is like it doesn't matter like oh Yasuke or something. Yasuke's been in things before. Yasuke
Dude,
has been
it's-
in media.
He was
before.
the perfect example.
It is literally the reverse. I've been saying this for years.
Of
But
everything
it's,
being racist, yeah.
it is literally the reverse of what had been happening.
Yes.
which was like, oh, this show has like a predominantly white cast, and then it's like, oh, that's racist.
Yeah.
Why? Why is it that? Why is that just not what the show is?
I understand.
It's insane.
This is my argument, right? This is my argument.
Let artists make the shit that they want to make. That's my argument.
I
If they
understand.
want to make an all black show, they want to make an all white show. They want to make a fucking Jewish show. They want to make a fucking diverse
But
show.
the
Let them
thing-
fucking
but
do
the
it.
thing is
If
that
it's
would
good, if it's good, it will stand on its own, and then
I-
people will like it or hate it, and that's where it
I
should live and
agree
die.
with you, Chris, that artists should have the ability to be able to create whatever they want, right?
Right.
But it's so insane to create stories where there's no like unless you're.
I disagree.
Unless it's a period piece.
No, I fundamentally disagree.
I think
Because there are
period
places in the
pieces-
country that are like, if you want to make a story in Maine, there's like literally like maybe like
Oh,
8 black people in Maine.
agree.
This is what I'm talking about.
I agree, right?
But if you have a story in Maine and there's like it's like a 90% black cast, it's like that's a little that's
I
a little
I
off.
also agree with that.
if it's
right?
like supposed to be accurate,
I
but like
agree, right?
whatever,
But stories like let's say Game of Thrones, right?
right?
Game of Thrones in the book there are plenty of black characters, right?
Okay, yeah.
But for some reason in the show, characters that were black they made white,
Yeah, I don't know
and
anything
it's
about
like
Game of Thrones.
why? And it's like why?
But there's also characters that they took away from Game of Thrones, right? Like,
Well,
it's
well-
not every single character.
well, no, but characters that were black, like 2 characters that were black people, they made them white.
I don't know.
Yeah. I just look at the only like
well,
I would just
wait,
say
hold on. Is that would it be a problem? The other, I don't know. I don't know
Well,
about that.
and they did it the other way around.
Well,
They
look-
did do it the other way around, right?
So it's fine. I
But,
think.
but no. But it fit the purpose of the story because it helped insinuate something, and then people got mad that they had more black characters in there
Right. Well,
when
that's
they were
dumb.
supposed to be white. You see that there's the dichotomy. It's both ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, I agree. I also just kind of feel like whatever, do whatever you want.
But you also understand, like,
you're right. You're right. Your argument's not wrong.
Here's the thing, because there's a little devil's advocate. The only reason why that is, even though I want to believe that's how things should be, I don't trust people to just make whatever you want because of this history. And historically, like, say, that libertarian kind of outlook on things, like everybody do what you want to do, things don't end up well. And so in media, things might take a turn in a way that it's not like the way that you're envisioning.
My counter argument to that is, like, if we cannot live in a structure where we are free to do what we want with art and we cannot be trusted, and if things go south or whatever, then that is, quite frankly, not a species or a culture that deserves to survive anyway.
Well, then
like, we should have
been nuked a long time ago.
Yeah.
Humans are not.
Like, I agree. I think absolutely.
When you think about, like, say, do you remember, just a little side tangent, Candace Owens was saying, the problem with Hitler was conquest and not that, like, just being nationalistic.
Yeah, I do remember that.
It's an insane thing to say when it's like,
she said shit like that out loud, bro, and someone didn't walk up to her and, you know, just pow.
Yeah, she's still thriving. Even though she's not with the Daily Wire, she's still thriving and alive. It's weird. But, like, the thing is, when the whole world is based off of conquest, and I'm like, what do you, like, the entire, like, say, like,
that's
you
the
don't,
name of the game,
do you not have a problem with everybody, like, say, why everybody speaks English, Spanish, whatever, all this, like, that's, humans did not do great shit throughout time. And when it comes to even translating through art, I can't imagine how long it would have taken for a lot of things to have happened to where even normalizing people of color being in media in the first place, if it wasn't kind of forced and there wasn't like a big pushback. I can't imagine.
That's what I'm saying. It's like when I think about, like, Fresh Prince, it's like, do you think that was forced, you know?
No,
do you think that was like a forced thing?
No.
Would we even have a Fresh Prince at all if people weren't forced to integrate? Is what I'm saying. Would black people get? Would black people get? No, it's not.
No. The conception of it is the same question. The idea is that, like, think of how long it took us to just get. Even now, look at the history that we have now and us being present in things and shown in sort of movies. You know, it's not. And I think this is because you're genuinely not a racist person. Why this might fly over your head a little bit.
No, I don't know. What do you mean?
Because of the fact that it took us so long to integrate, period, into this. The mainstream world in general, that if things weren't pushed and nudged along, when would it have happened?
I'm not saying that. What do you think I'm saying exactly?
You're saying people should make what they want to make.
Right.
But if that was always the case, where would we be now?
I think if that was always the case, we would have had this a lot sooner, probably.
See, this is.
I agree. I disagree. I think there's a dichotomy. There's a dichotomy of that.
If, like, say, for example, imagine saying, extrapolating that to, you know, giving black people and women rights. Mm-hmm. If they had that libertarian mentality, people should be able to do what they want to do. Right. Would that have happened without actual forcing pushback and making this happen because it's the right thing to do?
I'm talking about art, though. I'm not talking about, like...
No, that translates, though.
Not exactly, not always.
What the fuck are you talking about?
All those things correlate,
How the hell does that... What do you even say?
Art is not government. What are you talking about?
No, time.
You're putting a straw man right now. What are you talking about?
The notion of those things all stem from similar things in the world happening, you know?
Why do you think DEI was a thing in the fucking first place? In art.
Can I tell you something? I don't think that shit's real.
Okay.
That's kind of what I'm saying.
I agree.
I don't think there is this fucking thing.
What are we talking about here?
I don't think DEI is real in the way that people are talking about it. No.
I don't care about what people are talking about. I'm talking about actual DEI.
No, but what is actual DEI to you?
So, like, you want to say
people getting forced into things?
It's not forced. It's giving them a fucking opportunity because they're historically fucked.
Right, because they're not forced into it.
What are you talking about?
They're not being forced into things. This is what I'm saying.
No,
DEI. Listen to me.
You cannot make this thing unless you don't do this.
No. That's not what's happening. What's happening is the industry and the people in our world that are in that media space have evolved in general and are choosing to do this anyway. There is no brand conspiracy.
We're talking to the precursor.
Brand conspiracy? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about now.
That's what DEI is. That's what the idea of DEI is.
We're talking to the precursor.
What the fuck are you talking about?
We're talking to the precursor of that. What happened is for a long time.
I don't know who you're listening to. That's not what DEI is. DEI was not nefarious.
No. In the beginning of it, because what happened is I think you guys are talking about points
it's like
in time.
CRT. It's like there was nothing nefarious about it until somebody gave it a nefarious label. Like, what do we like? I don't know where you're coming from.
Like diversity inclusion,
because no one talks about DEI.
I don't care what people are saying. What I'm talking about, what it actually is.
How people talk about things define what it is.
No.
Yes.
So is that the same thing?
Eventually.
When we talk about fucking Terrence Howard saying 1  x 1 is 2 because he believes
He's
it, now we
literally
should take him seriously.
If 70% of people believe that would be the truth.
Works.
Then if 70% of people believe
literally not how math works.
That is how truth works.
That's how definition.
That is how
you guys are both literally right, but you guys are arguing different segments of the conversation.
He's talking about how cultural feelings, and I'm talking about what is real.
So what happens is if in conception of DEI, right? Before it became a thing about marketing or bullshit like that, they would literally took people that were not including these things and they put them into it. And then that notion started the waterfall of allowing people of color being involved in things in general. That was the beginning of the wave happening. At this point now, where we're going through more or less, yes, there's a lot of people that are shoehorned into things they shouldn't have been in. But without the nature of it happening the first few times, it might have not. We don't know when it would have happened.
Well,
probably.
that's my thing. I was saying, what would things?
That's the argument he's making.
What would
it's not
art look
that.
like now if we had the libertarian position? Is let people do what they want to do, when we're talking about art.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have all of these execs and people that don't want to include. Like say it wasn't. Let's just talk about like say 2004 2005 Justice League. The idea wasn't to put Jon Stewart in.
Right.
They put him in there for DEI purposes.
Yeah, for sure.
They wanted diversity. That's what the D stands for, diversity. So there's equity and inclusion. But like we want to not make the cast as white. And it's like that wasn't obviously putting in Hal Jordan is the move because he's the guy.
He's the
but
main
they're like,
one, yeah.
no, put in Jon Stewart. We need somebody. We want to black this up. Ended up working out. It ended up working out. But that's true though. And it ended up working out extremely well.
And it drew a lot of young black fans in. Like
it worked out really well. But it's now,
right.
if we think about if we take the libertarian approach, let people do what they want, that never would have happened.
And it may have been through ignorance. It may have been through prejudice. But it might have taken forever. It might have happened before too. We don't know exactly.
I think you guys are assuming like let people do what they want means that there's just like there's never. It's just like one idea from start to finish, and it never changes or adapts.
Well,
That's not what I'm talking about.
It may very well.
What I'm talking about is like they're not. Let's imagine the writers' room for the Justice League.
Sure.
Where they're like, all right, let's just make the Justice League as it is in our heads, right? It'll probably be just like it'll be a team of white people, right? Usually, I would imagine at that time, especially. Yeah. Somebody comes in, it's like, we should probably make one of these like different, and then somebody's be like, oh yeah, all right. That's different than being like, I want to make a show about country life in Maine or whatever, right? Where it's like specifically about this specific family or whatever, right?
Oh yes, that. But
there's a difference there.
But that's kind of
because it's not like I need it to be white. It was just like white as a default, and then like there was a suggestion there to be like, oh, the same thing happened with Seinfeld actually, because they needed like they were like, this show is like really only appealing to like very specific section of the audience. You got to get a woman in here. And they were like, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Yeah, we hadn't thought about that. But there's a difference between that and I think like the idea of how it is being talked about, where it's like people are forcing the shit at specifically the opposing wishes of the people who created it.
I agree with you.
Like I don't think there's like this staunch idea where it's like we can't have a black person here.
I understand that.
I don't think that's real.
But in the conception of a lot of things beforehand, we would never know if that would have.
So first of all, like I don't even think that's that extreme, because when you think about like the former owner of the Clippers, Donald Sterling, a seethingly racist person, he owns an organization that is 80-some% black people, in it.
Well, of course.
And he's seethingly the idea of that not being possibly being talking points, like I don't want black people in it, is kind of also silly to think of. People that are here's the thing. My thing is, I don't like the idea of forcing people to do shit. Obviously, I actually when I was much younger, well over a decade ago, I used to have some libertarian principles where I'm like, I think. But then when I got older, I'm like, that doesn't make sense, because people are gonna get fucked in their asses. There's gonna be states where it's just the Wild West, and then women are property and shit, and black people are not exist. You know what I mean? Right. Because literally, we live in this country that there's so many stupid and racist people that want this ideals of
don't even understand they're stupid or racist. That's the biggest problem where it comes from.
So
that
like
too.
It's like, unfortunately, in some instances, there are people that are trying to. Some of those crazy people that are on YouTube are right to a certain extent. that there are people trying to overcorrect and insert bullshit.
Yeah, I think
and
for
it
sure.
kind of and I feel like it's backfiring.
I think it's more of a writing issue than a casting issue or a representation issue, though. Like, I don't think it's a matter of like there are too many black people in the show. I think it's a matter of like there's just conversations that just don't happen.
They're just
conversations about like it's so. I've seen it, and it is. I get it. Like, I get why it's irritating and annoying.
I wish it was
because, like,
just
these
that,
conversations
though.
don't happen.
No,
the
but
way
you're
they're
right.
depicted.
You're right, but
like,
you're not.
It's
you're
transcended.
You're
Right.
not one of those people that would think those things.
Yeah, it's
so what happens is that
Yeah.
your brain is trying to logic it. You're like, but why wouldn't this thing change eventually to things that would fit more? You know, obviously, like, oh, eventually you would change it because, you know, obviously diversity would spice things up. It would add different dynamics, right?
Right.
But some people genuinely don't think that. They would make it as cookie cutter and removing things as much as possible because they think it's the right thing to do. Like, if you're making a show about rural Maine, obviously that's gonna. It may have a black character because pretty much everyone that goes to school knows at least one black person. You know, pretty much not everybody,
Not in Maine, but yeah.
No, even in Maine, right? Our friend from Maine, he knew one black person.
Let's say
Right,
let's say
And
there's
that
5 main
character
characters.
and that character would stick out. You know, probably to him because like, oh, this person's different from everybody else. You know, those are usually characters in your life. You know,
Right, yeah.
but instance, right, when you'd make that thing, right, you'd be like, all right, this doesn't have any black characters in it, right? That's relatively fine, right? But like, for instance, and this is my graph for Seinfeld, right? But it's not always. Is that like my graph for Seinfeld, right? It's like Seinfeld is a show that takes place in New York City, right?
Right.
New York City is so heavily black, especially at that period of time.
Hmm?
And you see like maybe 4 or 5 black characters, you know?
Maybe
4 or 5, maybe very likely. I think 3 actually, and that doesn't make sense to me. You see maybe 4 Hispanic characters,
Yeah.
and I'm like, like me being there and living in there. How could I make a story about?
Have you thought
New
about
York?
that actually?
How could I make a story about New York? I thought about it constantly when I was watching. That's why my grandmother didn't really care. That's why some people I know didn't really care about that show too much. I think Seinfeld's objectively a fantastically written show.
Yeah.
I think that can't be denied about it.
That's interesting.
But it's the
I never
idea of
thought
that,
about
you know, like things like that for me is like, as a person from my perspective, where I consider myself a very amateur writer at best,
Right.
how could I make a story about the world I live in without having so many other colors and shades in it?
Look, man,
That's what I think of, at
Let's
least,
just
you know?
let-
You
let's-
think of that probably too innately because your life is around people of so many colors and shades as well. But some people, even though they exist like that, they'd probably still not put that shit in there.
Yeah,
but it's better for the story I want to tell. And it's like, but how? How could you? You never met anyone like this or like that?
Well, it depends on the difference of like what you're focusing on for your story. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
agree. That's important as well.
They were not in Seinfeld. They were not interested in creating a believable New York City.
I agree. I agree. Also,
It was literally just a very Jewish show about Jews in New York.
Very
Jewish.
And I agree with that.
Was all
That's why
was.
that shows a fine prediction of it, right?
Right.
But for instance, for me, if I was making a show in New York, they'd have motherfuckers from Tibet because I've met motherfuckers from Tibet in the show. You know, in my life, you know, that's the nature and difference between how things work. You know, if you're telling a particular kind of story, especially in a part of a world where it's so diverse, in a world of space where there's aliens and magic, in a world where there is dragons and demons and all that shit, if it's not a period piece,
Well, that's
I
kind of
think
what
it's not
that's kind of what I'm
having-
most
talking
people
about.
don't
though.
give a fuck though.
It's like
that's
well,
true.
Well, I'll bring it back to the conversation
Like,
because
go
do you guys remember Kingdom Come Deliverance?
yes.
yeah, I remember hearing about
There was like
that.
a big thing about that game because like there were no minority characters in that game because it took place in like a very specific place at a very specific time.
Yeah.
and that's
kind of the thing that I'm talking about. It's just like, come on, they clearly wanted to do something very specific and just let them do. Like, I don't really understand what the problem is. Really,
Yeah,
at all.
that's more arbitrary,
That's
right?
totally. It's total. Well, you can tell that things like that it's just a part of the culture war talking points because people don't actually. It's like say the first 2 Dragon Ages. There's 0 black people in them.
Right.
There's none, and no one gave a fuck.
And it was pre-culture war bullshit.
And so
too.
that's the whole thing.
Right, yeah.
Right now, there's a thing going on right now where it's just transcended because most people on average, especially most people in the United States, most people lean left. They don't care. They only care about what you care about, Chris. They want good writing, good storytelling.
Yeah.
I want to be where you're at. I want to be optimistic too, to be like, I want people to just write and be able to do whatever they want. But there's too many fucking weirdos out there. There's too many people on the top that are seethingly racist too, which is it's crazy.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem real until they get exposed. It's kind of like say
That's the
Harvey
thing.
Weinstein, how much of a monster he is.
I get that, but those are the people kind of in charge of like funding shit. They're not really making creative decisions.
They absolutely are.
They
Not really.
Dude, producers without their money.
They fund it.
Can I tell you
then
something
they
about
get to-
producers? They do very little.
Some producers absolutely do not.
They do very
Some
fucking
producers,
little.
right?
some producers,
Some do a lot.
a lot of people are
But, like,
producing
most of them-
You know why a lot of rich people are producing their own films now? So other producers stay the fuck out.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
They're producing their own film because they're like, fuck you, I'm gonna make the major. Because a lot of times they're like, if you're gonna use my money to make this, you're gonna have to fucking
I want
listen
it
to
done
me.
this way.
Yeah.
You know?
You're gonna have to listen. I'm not gonna take the whole creative direction. You're still gonna have a director and all this shit. But it's like there are
Think
certain
of the
things that I
Marvel
want to
movies.
see.
Think of Marvel movies compared to how fucking Raimi actually directs. Look at fucking the freaking what's his name? The guy that made Knives Out and fucking Force Awakens, whatever it's called, right?
I forget his name actually.
That
Ryan
motherfucker-
Johnson?
That
Ryan
motherfucker's
Johnson.
a good ass director.
Yeah.
He's a great one, in fact, I'd probably say.
Yeah, he was.
And then he fucking made that movie.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know.
But it
I don't know what
got
happened
chipped.
with
It
that.
got chipped up into several different things, and it got like hodgepodge and the stuff.
Well,
but
that's different. This is kind of exactly what I'm talking about. Where I don't think people understand. I don't think people fully understand the things that they talk about. When you're making a movie, it's not really the director. Like the director is in charge of directing the movie.
yeah,
like the script exists.
You give the art direction.
It's
That's the director.
There's. I really don't understand people's problem with The Last Jedi as far as like Ryan Johnson is concerned. Like I really don't get it. But
What do you mean?
as far as Ryan Johnson is concerned, like his role on the movie,
Yeah,
like I don't really.
I mean, the script is
like-
still made, but the producers often have say in the script. They often have
they
say
do,
in who's
but like often,
casted.
I understand, but
in,
like
a, in,
oftentimes,
in a mogul machine the size of that one, he probably had very little say.
right? Yeah,
You know, same thing with even the characters. You know, people hate freaking Daisy Scott, whatever her name is, right? She's a fantastic actor. I've seen her in a bunch of her movies. And
that's so funny.
Is that her name?
Her name's Daisy Ridley. but
Ridley,
You
but
said
Scott-
Daisy Scott because you thought of Ridley
Oh,
Scott.
yeah.
yeah, really. I fused them both,
Yeah,
literally.
I was like, wait, what is that?
But what's it called? Like, she's a good actress. I think
Well,
she's a
I
very
would
good
just say
actress.
you're right about all that, but that one's a little more confusing to me. But I would say a better example, just the other one, The Rise of Skywalker, where I would say J.J. Abrams probably did not want to have Palpatine in it. I imagine
Yeah,
that
probably
was
not,
a much
yeah.
higher up decision. Like, put that nigga in there. We gotta we
For
gotta
sure,
recoup
yeah.
some money.
We got to
And,
pull something back
so
in.
it's like I think it varies. Like right, like which producer's just happy to be like, I know this is gonna be a hit. Here's your money.
Yeah, here's my money. Here's my name.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
this is cool. But then there's
that's most producers, to be fair.
because a smart producer is gonna back something that should do well,
Yeah,
right?
true.
So it's like I trust you, do your thing. But I guess there's
Yeah.
I guess it completely varies. So it's
I
kind
think,
of a
I think
bad.
there's a lot that goes into
example anyway.
a lot of things when it comes to the idea of inclusion and having characters in the world, right? And unfortunately, because you live in a world that a country in a world that's had so much shitty, like by nature of us being humans, done so much shitty things, it's very hard for particularly people of color to be like, oh, they would include us and stuff like this, because so often they did not.
Yeah.
For not that long ago, they did not, you know?
Yeah,
And then all the time, and like, being us, you find out that there's people that like hate us for no fucking reason that we thought were like just kind of benign or apathetic to us, and you're like, oh, well, this person fucking hates us. You
well,
know?
they hate you for a good reason.
Oh, I am, but me being
yeah.
black doesn't make me evil. I'd be fucking if I was white. I'd be way worse if I was white, in fact.
That's
Because I'd be
true.
acting.
You'd
I'd
have
be
a-
doing stuff
You have a
bad.
lot of power and influence.
Exactly. I'd be doing my charisma plus whiteness would be scary, because I'd have a cult be like, yeah, go out and eat babies whole.
Yeah,
They can't stop
go out
us.
and eat babies. Hey, what is up with that? How come we don't have enough? Where's all the successful black cults? I think they're only in Africa.
We
huh?
don't have
They're
them.
not in the U.S.
We
Yeah.
don't have them. You
That's
know why?
bullshit.
We know
they're not in the
exactly
they're
why.
not in the U.S. There's like fucking Coney and all that shit.
They
Yeah,
made,
yeah.
we
Cody.
made the Black Panthers who were not that bad, and
What
they
the hell happened
killed
with
that
that?
guy in his sleep. So
What
you
happened
know,
with that, by the way?
he's dead probably.
He probably got
He
killed.
was probably dead
He
8 years ago before that thing started.
I completely agree
He
with
probably thought he was invincible. Fought a lion. The lion hit him
that. Coney
twice, and he died.
2012, dude. Damn, that shit. What a blast.
It's probably on my face. It's probably me a comment make me talking about that in fucking 2012, and I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, bro.
Somebody
Hope it's
posted
dead.
a fucking delicious Coney and put Coney 2012, and that
A
sealed it for
delicious
me.
Coney.
That sealed it for me. I just saw that. I
I
was like,
hated you called that a coney just now. Jesus.
I mean, but that's what it was. Somebody put that, and like Coney 2012. I was like, that looks delicious, and that's all that means to me now.
you know what's crazy? Sometimes I say frankfurters though.
no, you don't.
Sometimes I do. Yes, I do.
Is that something that you would hear that
I don't talk
I
about them
remember
too often.
hearing that before.
people
yeah.
saying Frankfurter?
Yeah.
I'm also raised by an old person.
Yeah,
You
my
guys have
dad.
to remember that.
Like my dad
Mhm.
would say it,
Yeah.
and my mom and dad, but they're like 60s, 70s.
What the fuck did people start saying hot dog?
I literally, I think it's a New York thing.
Gen
actually,
X,
yeah.
I think probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally,
I think boomers called it Frankfurters, and then Gen X were like,
well,
that's
they probably
dumb.
called it Franks, and then the pre-thems called it Frankfurters. And they were like, let me get a hot dog.
Yeah, hot dog.
Let me get a hot dog, a
Hot
thick,
dog-
fat hot dog. A lot of veins.
A lot of veins.
I mean, hot dog is a pretty disgusting word for it. It's
is.
not a very appetizing name for
We
what.
had a
'cause
dog.
hot dogs are pretty good, honestly. Like a good hot dog's not bad at all.
fuck
But
with
it
A
the
sounds
Chicago, dirty dog. Oh God, bro, shits are fucking delicious.
dude, those things at outside of bars at like 2 a.m. that are like,
Dude, the street dogs are
dude,
amazing.
oh my god.
Amazing.
The California street dog is really good because of the fact that there's so much peppers, bro.
Well, they also grill it.
That's
they grill
true.
it.
That's really the main
bacon
thing.
wrapped. You little onions on it. Just
The
a little
peppers, bro.
mustard, and I'm good.
For me, it's the peppers.
The
bro.
peppers, no, I don't like too.
That
I
shit
don't,
fucks my night up though,
too
for
much-
sure.
oh.
But, like, I love the peppers.
can't
I
put
like
too
the, I
much
like
shit
the
on a
bacon.
dog.
I like the bacon.
bacon wrapped, maybe a little onion if they're not too big, and then just a teeny bit of mustard.
I'd be like, put
That's
as
exactly
much
mine.
peppers
That's exactly
as
what
the
I
weight
get.
of the hot dog.
What'd you say?
In fact, give me a bun with just peppers and then put the dog on it.
Give me a bun
Crazy.
with a bun
That's great.
with a bun with bacon.
Wrap the buns in bacon. Fry it.
Hey, I have
Yo,
a
that
bun.
sounds that sounds low key fucking delicious.
That actually would sound pretty amazing.
a hot dog bun wrapped in bacon with a
Then-
dog inside it.
Then fry it. Then
We gotta
powder
get-
it.
I got actually.
Then put that in a bun.
Where can I get a good dog? Because I want to go get a dog. Actually,
I actually don't
LA,
know.
bro.
fuck.
Yeah,
you gotta go
into-
back
you
that
gotta go-
way.
That's bull. See, I
There's
was
Pink's. Pink's is pretty good.
Yeah, but
That's a while
That's the
away,
only
though.
one.
Oh,
That's,
doghouse.
there's a doghouse already.
That is true. Do you know what Doghouse is?
no.
Dude, oh my
Fire.
god, Doghouse is really good.
I wish I
I've
didn't
only
have to- I'm so mad.
I've
Where's
only
that
had. I've never had their hot dog. I don't think.
They're
is Doghouse?
good.
I've had their sandwiches.
They're good.
But damn, that might be the move.
I want a dog.
I wish I wasn't
want-
busy today. I would be like, come
Oh,
with
yeah,
me.
you
We
gotta-
should
you
go.
You gotta
You gotta
save
do
your
it.
family.
You gotta go. Yeah, rescue them from Nazis, right?
Of course, it's always me.
Yeah.
Sweeney's
They're like,
saving
send
his.
the black person out there.
They're like in the Temple of Doom right now. Or something.
Lily's in the Temple of Doom, terrified, crying her hair out.
That nigga's about to
Lily-
take her heart out and shit.
Galima, Galima.
Lily got abducted by a bunch of network executives, and she's gonna be forced shoehorned into a
To a Star Wars show.
into a sitcom.
The idea of
Did you see,
that.
by the way, about that Acolyte show
What's up?
that they were like review bombing like some movie called Acolyte that has nothing to do
No.
with Star Wars.
Just to prove that the reviews of the show are not quite as bad as people. That I hate how stupid
Damn,
people
dude.
are. They can't even be evil, right, dog?
I think it's honestly why podcasts are exploding as far as like in the review space, because like it's really the only place that you could go to hear an actual conversation about the shit that you know what I mean?
Relatively organic.
Instead of
yeah.
like looking at like a number that like means fuck all.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
Knives Out. That was a Bullet Train for me.
the number really.
Bullet
does-
Train was like, oh, this movie's not very good, all that shit. Then I saw it and I was just like,
That shit was insane. That was, dude. That was. I keep saying that's the biggest zeitgeist, and I think in human history. Fucking Top Gun Maverick came out. That movie is fine.
yeah, it is.
It is fine at
I haven't
best.
seen it still.
It's a
I
fine
saw
movie.
it.
It's
don't-
not bad.
Do not watch it. Don't watch it. It's
I
literally
won't
not
watch
worth your
it.
time.
I don't
watching.
care enough about lots and lots of jets and
It's-
planes.
Yeah,
the movie.
Bullet Train was fucking great.
It was
And
fun as fuck, dude.
The reviews were like 10 out of 10 for Maverick, and then people were like, "That shit was mid." Like, and I was like, "This is the craziest thing I think I've ever witnessed."
Top Gun was American. That's why
I felt the
bro.
same way watching that movie that I've like almost it's they're very different levels obviously, but like
Yeah.
it was like an RRR type thing
Uh-huh.
where I was like, this is just fun and ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Yeah,
But it wasn't even fun in like a junk food way. It actually felt like genuine. Like this is so genuinely
An
entertaining.
adventure.
This
Uh-huh.
is a genuinely entertaining. I feel like I was playing a video game in like a good way.
1000%.
I had
Same
to
thing with
watch the movie.
RRR.
I had to watch the movie in 2 seconds, which is crazy.
It's pretty
I had
fucking
to watch RRR
long.
in
It's
2
pretty
seconds.
goddamn long. It's like 3 hours.
Anyway,
Great.
that's we're going long.
Yeah, we again.
we might actually cut. We should maybe cut that last part and put it as its own thing.
I know, right? Make it. It's like extra ammo. Here you go.
Yeah.
Let's bitch
Not even
about.
an extra ammo, but just like maybe like just some like extra thing.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Just for
I think comments like that are necessary to be had.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the thing is that our fans don't really come here for that.
no.
But I think
it's cool. I
Those
just don't know if
comments
it's
need to
like-
be had. We need to because what happened is a lot of people are misinformed about a lot of context of things, and they just don't think about it. And I think you should have conversations that, like about stuff like that.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think that's gay.
It is gay, but it's important.
But you're gay though.
That doesn't mean it's not important.
Yes, it does.
Damn.
It means you mean less. You gay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh man. Let's get the fuck out of here. We're gonna read our $25 and up patrons. Sweeney's gonna do it.
I'm not doing it today.
You have to do it.
I did it. You're the one that has done it a little bit.
No, I can't. All right,
He's done it 10,000 times.
All right, let me try to do it.
You got to catch up.
I'm not doing it again. I have to prep myself before I do that.
The issue that I'm having is that like I have to. All right.
Should we switch seats and
you know what?
do it?
You can switch for right now. I'll read the names.
I almost feel like
and
we should.
You can do. You could do the switching.
Okay.
For right now.
I almost feel like, well, it almost makes more sense
because
you
should sit there.
You have this thing.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you're taking on too much.
Maybe.
Hold on, let me make sure. My back's a little sweaty.
Whatever.
Don't worry, so ours. You'll get it later. You'll get it later.
I guess my AC's not working. Or something.
No, it feels fine. It feels fine here.
It feels fine to you? It's sweltering over here.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm usually temperately fine though for the most part.
All right.
I was meant to be a slave. In fact, temperatures don't bother me very much.
What the fuck happened? Oh,
wait,
we moved the.
Did I accidentally hit the camera? I was so confused.
Really?
I was like, wait, why does he look
it
like
was
that?
a ghost. They just moved it up.
That's fine. I kind of like that. No, why'd you do that?
No.
We failed. So we're such a.
We were so close, dude.
We're
close.
such idiots, dog. We immediately, as soon as one thing, we were like, oh my god, I love Red Dead.
Yeah.
All right, count me down.
3, 2, 1.
Fun fact, Elysia timida is a form of sea slug that photosynthesize. Nancy Pelosi's tits are blotting out the sun. Not even hitting, like, intimately. I'd be striking her.
Damn.
Like she a stranger, bro. Like, hot God. Vought of the Dead. Spyro 2 Ripped Tights Revenge. Round-Eyed Asian. I like Menderman joke was stolen from an actual AI search result for is there a gay side Slenderman character? I don't believe that, by the way. That's too clever. Yeah. Gerard. Phallic Boldween, star of 30 Cocks. No, it happened, Dutch. The Snark Tech Discord went gay. It went gay, Dutch.
It went very gay.
Carrying Chris around town as my pocket pussy. Big Elephant convincing you tusks are real. Aries. Aries. Destroy Israel and my life is yours. The true final boss in RDR2, Gaylord Mecha Micah. Mecha Micah's crazy. Oh man. The true okay, I read that already. Death pooped in a sack, call it poop sack. Fuck my chungus life. Jack the world's fastest Maori. The WRC is and has always been better than F1 Fight Me. I don't know. Formula 1, is that racing?
Yeah.
Gay Peter Gabriel be like, she blinded me with girl cock. It's big, meaty stinks. Andy the man whose handies are now A tier, but not as dandy. Gay Arthur Morgan jerking off Jack's dog. It's more than gay. That's like,
yeah,
that's like, that's just a bitch, a dog fucking Arthur Morgan. That's crazy. No, Dutch, you're fucking dogs again. Heath Smoker, nice try. Wait, nice hard tires, Charles Leclerc, you dumbass. Gids, the weight of my shit pantsing me. Living on borrowed cum, my ass drips faster. Retarded. It's just the name. That one Always Sunny episode with P. Diddy in it. I'm Christopher, and I want Kingston's stinky farts. Mounting a red dot sight to my cock. The Chosen Come. One of my lecturers got cucked by the lead singer of the Pixies. Ben Shapiro moans when he
That's the Nova cover when he comes back and he's like 2 hands. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty fire, man. That's what I want to be.
Pretty fucking stupid, actually. Stupid bullshit.
I was looking up things about like why are gay people so gay, and it's because they gay. You know? Simple as that. They gay.
Was that Quora?
Song Quora.
Quora.
Like, why are gay people so gay? They're gay.
Ben Shapiro moans when his finger goes through the toilet paper. Mr. Pants. A baby with shaking baby and fetal alcohol syndrome could give Marjorie Taylor Greene a lobotomy and it would make her smarter.
It would.
Oof.
It would.
It's scraping in there.
It would.
Baller of the first sin, spum befudders, letting a venomous snake bite my balls so I can poison my bitch with toxic cum later tonight. That's crazy.
Let's go.
That is next level.
It's serious.
Jolly old dipshit slapstick Spider-Man starring Michael J. Fox as Peter Parkinson. May thy load drip and splatter, cyphergraph, fiberglass, fleshlight prank. No, don't say that.
No,
I'm not a
Frankensticker?
That is
Frankensticker?
that is crazy.
That is
Oxymoronic diatribe. Don't hurt yourself. Go ahead and sound it out. Hunter Dubois. Orcs are sween coated. Derek, get a glass. He's squirting. Yelled Chris when he held sween with all his might. Tom, our lord. Bo Budden brutally beaten Bo Biden with a biffle bat and a big, huge, massive gay hard-on too. I like the distinguishing between a gay hard-on and a straight. It's just there's no.
this boner's gay for you.
This
Dutch.
boner is specifically gay for you, Dutch.
My boner's not gay for you.
The idea of having a gay boner is so much harder than a straight boner.
Is that what it is?
So much harder.
Okay.
Lily's asparagus binging piss dealer. You must go to the bodega system. Oops, I grew tits. Guess I'm a woman now. Sexually infectious rectum. Donald Trump burping on Dom's clit. A French man ate a plane. Google it and discuss. Max silhouette. Bend my dick. Come in or snatch. She pipkin on my pippa. Possum. Sweeney showers and sneakers. Play Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, you bitches. Insisting that Bryle is a stand-up guy. Looking out my window, biting my lip while the DoorDasher driver delivers my order. He is not safe.
You about to fuck him forcibly.
But beat him with that greasy Five Guys bag.
Yeah.
Just the
Drag
hard
him in the
R.
house then too.
The Star Coffee. Rip the digital hookah. Now I'm getting molested on the set of Embryonic Sheldon. In the song Jaded, Drake said, Georgia Smith was old enough, but she's still a baby in 2018. She's about 21 and he was about 32. Well, that's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Man. My son froze to death in the wastes of Ohio by going homeless to pay you, got fucks, and this is now his memorial. Rip John, Transfam Gremlin, exposing people with lactose intolerance and 90 million
What if
drugs
they're
and
serious?
ionizing radiation. I don't care. I don't give a shit. If they were serious, they wouldn't write this. And they wouldn't continue paying. Transform Gremlin.
Sorry, John.
Sorry, John. exposing people with lactose intolerance and 90 million rotten ionizing radiation. Craig the Canadian. Can't you see my cock's hard? So I'm ready to go. Stick it in your ass. Can't see your cock throb fast. It's ready to blast. Splooge. It's your boy Shawnee D. I never thought I'd be so homo gay. I found a way. It's insane sentence.
That one sucks.
Insane
Should've made
sentence.
it
It's
so much
really
better.
bad. Hung Sheldon, Agent 47, attempting to jack off Richard Nixon to completion and failing, and awkwardly leaving the dinner table.
Gets
Imagine
up,
walking
stumbles.
away from a dinner table hand job
Yeah.
that you couldn't finish.
This got like burnt on your hand.
Why?
And like audibly red because your dick is
Oh,
like,
you got like yeah,
and
okay.
it's like, sorry.
I wonder how traumatizing that would be for a woman, as an experience.
Let's find out.
I've traumatized women worse than that.
Let's find out.
I've traumatized women way worse than that. Don't worry.
I believe you. Actually, I really do.
I believe you too. 3XO wishing Taylor Swift a very Selena fan encounter. That's wild. Jesus. George Lucas firing an RPG at the Goodyear blimp because it rhymes. Like the sparkles.
It made it magical.
Yeah, it rhymed. It rhymes. I like DEI because it rhymes. Woke
Begging for help.
Wokus 2023, we're all about that DEI now. Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking. Emoticons going like this. Drip MH checking if Derek started One Piece yet. Cheers. No, why would he do that? Cheers theme song. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows you're gay. Ba-dum-bum-bum. I've never seen Cheers
Gay
at
Cheers. Yeah, I've never seen.
all. I've never
Cheers
seen it.
for
I know the
gays.
theme song, and only because I think there's a Family Guy joke about it.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
American Outlaw Winslow, the cream corn kid. Bliggers did 9/11. Jesus Christ. Obi Won't You Blow Me, Norwegian game dev now developing Piss Quest featuring Lillian Sween, Kremlin to Gremlin, Lord
I
Bartholomew,
gotta tweet that.
hand job, inventor
Yeah.
of anal sex. I'm gonna steal your bones. Sween looks like he was being questioned in prison. Come. Are you ready? Shadow Man. Thanks, Derek, for putting me onto Death, the punk band.
Yeah.
Derek and Sween should do an extra ammo each after each episode, or 2 episodes of HOTD. I don't know what that is.
House of Dragons.
House of my dick.
Oh, right. I don't know, man.
Hot stuff.
Certain abbreviations bother me because some people
This
say
is Hot D.
some people say GOW.
God of War.
Yeah, but that was Gears of War to me when I was a kid.
Gears and God, yeah. Same shit.
I just remember being like, I don't know.
I thought GOW was God of War.
It was Gears to me when I was a kid.
Yeah, people more use GOW now for God of War. We just say Gears now.
Yeah, we
That's
just
a Gears.
Remember when they called it Gears 5 for some reason and not Gears of War 5?
Yeah, I don't know.
That really
I
pissed
don't know
me
why
off,
they did
honestly.
that. I don't know why they did that.
I was really worried that, like, when I saw Marcus on stage again, I was like, I really hope they don't Gears this up.
Stupid.
Yeah. What is it? Where was I at? Wage 583, a sad guy from Michigan. The Pepini brothers moderating great space. Sween loses points for not knowing the term sphere. Donkerson. The night before Pissmas. Listen to Hit My Spot by You're Pretty. Hands down one of the best original gay songs I've ever heard. You got to pay the troll souls again. The boys hold. Gate 6. The bank account reads minus 102.34, but Chris is still reading my name, so who's really winning here? PP, we are homos. Come. Great.
What's that?
I don't know, man. I'm just reading them.
We are homos. Come.
Oh, is that what that is? Is that what that?
Oh, I didn't
That
get
is
it.
crazy that's fucking quit.
RIP,
I don't know how you
3 vertical
figured-
screen's
I
era.
never would have figured that out.
I wasn't paying attention.
We
so I
hardly
didn't
knew
figure it
ye.
out.
July 10th, 2023 to June 10th, 2024. Non-binary Cajun. Me fishy. Speaking incantations to the pussy, call that a spirit box. Frieza calling Black Saiyans the N-word. I mean, he would just call all of them.
Yeah.
I'll carpet bomb the Gaza Strip. I don't even think he would even delineate the difference. He would just be like, you're all worthless.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even call them a slur. They're that little.
Yeah. I'll carpet bomb the Gaza Strip for a quarter. John Strickland, my partner, snapped the chair legs off my Chris Reagan U2s, and I proceeded to tear my legs off in self-defense. Merck's 1889, she wanted me to open up to her, so I gave her 2 in the thoughts and 1 in the prayers. Jesus Christ. The first church of Keith David, new format makes it easier to jerk off to this shit. The second church of Keith David featuring being better than the first church of Keith David, Pre-Roz, Poop Cock Richard.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. He said pretty cool. Eminem scrambling to write something after Jason Alexander left him. That's insane. Imagine Eminem and Jason Alexander in a gay relationship this whole time.
Probably.
And Jason Alexander leaves. And he has to write a song about it.
Who just was Ghost Rider for
Oh
years.
yeah, wasn't that
For
that was
years.
we said that before.
For
I think so.
years.
FYI, it's been almost a year and Mama JF is still missing. Chris trying to read like the third urethra is for kidney stones. Alaskan oilfield trash, Texas tater salad, young Sheldon shot 15 times during drive-by. That's a lot.
At him only.
At
dude.
him only. It was not even strays. They were all on target.
Yeah.
They were using fucking smart guns from fucking Titanfall, where they lock on you. Shoot at it.
Damn.
It was Gordon Ramsay on his bike.
Yeah.
We finally got young Sheldon. This lobster biscuit's amazing.
We finally killed him. It's about time.
It's about time.
It's about time. Now I can get back to making my risotto the way I like it.
Without young Sheldon being the
Without
same
young
fucking
Sheldon
lifetime.
alive and sharing the breath that we breathe. Sue Hulk, tickle my ass hairs. Nikki Ziggy, Ghost of Mama JF. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly Brave, Hugger Derek, Duck Cunt, The Vegan Necromancer, I Got Consent, Aetherian, Brogerian Puncher, Nafram, Melfish 1, finally rehabilitated and back in the saddle with 2 functioning hands. And as always, rounding out our list.
Woo!
Rounding out the list.
King.
King of Haphazard.
Nigga, you gay!
All right, let's go. Get the fuck out of here. Bye.
I'm out of here. No way I'm hanging out with a couple of queers.